squirt. Sauce. Wake up, grab your phone, good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles, Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, we're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
This is Lindsay, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Hi, this is Saucy Sarah from Edmonton, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Good morning, saucers. What up, Ryder? What up, Lisa? What up, Reese? And, of course, Battle. Gotta give a shout-out to Battle. No, Draisaitl injured. Please take my leg or arm or whatever body part you need just to get out there and start playing again.
That was an old clip. Draisaitl is not re-injured.
Check. Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. Yes, Draisaitl was playing last night. Did he look great?
I mean, he helped get, was it the game winner or the game tying goal?
I know, but every time that the camera went to him on the bench, he looked like he was...
Sore.
He almost looked sick. Like under the weather almost.
You know, I was thinking about that, and it was a knee, rumored to be a knee that he was dealing with. And I know after I had my significant knee injury, blew my ACL and meniscus, and then again after I had my knee surgery, your body doesn't really let you push yourself. Like, you want to push yourself, the doctors recommend you get up and stand on it, you know, walk upstairs as soon as you possibly can, get moving it.
But your brain is sending signals that this is not the best idea?
Yeah, your body kind of resists you attempting to do anything. So I'm wondering if, like, they say you can't bite your finger off. I don't know why anybody would want to bite their finger off, but your brain will not let you actually follow through with it. So I wonder if Draisaitl last night, like, wanted desperately to test that knee out fully, but his body just kind of kept telling him no.
So he was frustrated.
Yeah, and then maybe it gets pretty sore, would be my guess today. Whatever he's dealing with, if it is knee, his body just gets pretty sore from, like, that's his first time back in a bit. And then I think you learn to trust it a bit more. So my guess is next game will be a different story for him.
We'll see.
That is not a doctor's opinion. That is just my opinion.
That's what people come here for, Ryder, is medical advice.
Yeah. All right.
Reese's microphone is not currently plugged in. Shout out to Bordzy for stealing our cord, but makes sense. There's a lot of things happening here at Oilersnation HQ. It's going to get busier and busier over the next little while here.
Yeah, they did a 8-hour stream yesterday leading up, 7-hour stream, something like that before the game. And at one point I had, we had all 4 guys that were on outside on the deck up there enjoying the beautiful sunshine. So I drove by them when I was leaving work and just laid on the horn.
Did you?
Yeah.
Providing content for them.
I'm a bad boy.
How about that game last night? Anyone?
How about it? I wasn't real confident.
Me neither. It was a little too close for comfort.
You went to bed because
left.
you were so uncomfortable.
I said, I can't do this anymore. Game 1. Not the best mental state to be in at the very beginning of playoffs, but I was like, my body...
My
can't.
body's telling me no.
Exactly.
The funny part about that to me is it's only game 1. Like, if you're that stressed for game 1, are you going to watch any of the playoffs this year?
Yeah, no, I will. I think I will get a stronger like Draisaitl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just your body was not letting you enjoy the game. But next game, maybe it'll learn.
QF Pro 21 just donated $5 in our super chat to the Ben Stelter Foundation. What a win. Kapanen is my new favorite. None of us predicted that Dickinson would get the first goal. That's kind of our new thing here on The Sauce. We want you, after the live show is done, we want you to go to the posted YouTube video and comment your prediction. Who is going to score the first goal? Now, is this overall the game or Oilers specifically? We want to keep it with that.
Oilers,
right?
yeah.
Oilers specifically. It doesn't have to be the first goal of the game. It could be the other team. Hopefully not. But get your predictions in, and then we're going to be going back to the day before's video and choosing a winner, and we'll hook you up with a gift. But no one guessed Dickinson. So the prize moves on to the next game.
I'm getting our game prepared. It's going to be, once Tyler Yaremchuk's in, it's going to be Tyler versus Reese today.
What?
In a battle of NHL players on the card game.
Don't underestimate Reese's knowledge when it comes to the NHL.
No.
This guy is an encyclopedia.
And his microphone isn't plugged in right now, like we said, but can we get your facial expression that you do when you get excited for a win?
That was Reese in the crowd with his dad last night. What a game to be at.
Yeah, that's way too fun, hey?
Yeah.
Did you see the hype around the streamer Neon that was there?
Yes.
It was insane.
People were running up to him. He had like 4 security guards.
Yeah. And even people at Rogers Place were trying to like facilitate him being there. He's going to Montreal today. So I wonder if this is maybe set up with the NHL.
Oh, to get like an entire new demographic
It's
interested in the NHL because
he gets millions
of views. I wanted to be like, turn the camera around and show your followers the speed of McDavid. He had front row seats, but he had the camera on him the whole time. I get that that's what streamers do.
The entire time he was just like doing Reese's face pretty much.
Yeah.
I watched a good chunk of his stream from the game last night. Can I be honest? Maybe I'm old, but I don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it
I think
at all.
it's a bit too overstimulating for our generations. It's very all over the place, loud, obnoxious reactions. He lies to his streamers a lot. Like he faked his death a couple times I was reading online.
Mm-hmm.
He got kicked out of the UFC because he said he was going to confront the president that night. Like he's a brat. And
Yeah.
I think he owns that.
Right.
And that's why his fans love him.
It was insane watching how people reacted around him. Like,
Yeah.
that's next level celebrity. It would be like Bieber fever in 2015. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And
He had
I guess that
four security guards around him, and he needed them when he was just walking near Rogers Place last night.
it's crazy how it's changed, hey?
Yeah.
Like, even 10 years ago, you wouldn't have a streamer that got so popular that they'd get absolutely hounded. But you've got guys now, and they're the biggest names in media. Like, by a long shot.
But it's crazy to think that the internet has so many different corners now because it's expanded so much that there can be massive celebrities, and we have no idea who they are because it's just not in our circle.
Don't show up on your algorithm.
No.
Yeah, I think it was the Oscars. There was some stats came out about how many people viewed it. And I'm just going to make up numbers, but it felt like this is accurate. It said like 30-some million people watched the Oscars, and then 300 and some million watched one of the streamers who was just talking about the Oscars while they were happening.
Yeah.
They got 10 times the amount of people that watched the actual award show just watching their stream online. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
We had quite the stream here yesterday. We were talking about that a bit.
Yeah.
And that one I got. I watched probably 4 hours of ONE and their mega stream yesterday.
So, I mean, throughout the day, I tried my best to check in. Every once in a while, I'd remember that Tyler and Liam were still live, and I'd go, oh, I better check in. And I'd open my phone, see what's up in the chat, and then see what they were up to, and then get back to work, and then go back on the stream again. And I feel like everyone was doing that yesterday. If you were at work and you weren't able to have the stream on all day.
But that one I genuinely got. Like, I understood the concept. Even watching Liam bake was funny. And it helps that, like, I know these guys and we watch the show a lot.
Fair.
In general. But then I flipped over to see what this Neon kid's all about.
But you don't know him.
But
so maybe people would tune into Tyler and Liam by accident and go, I don't know this guy.
Why is he baking?
Why is this British guy baking these very underwhelming looking treats?
These dog shit looking cookies.
And you would shut it down.
All right,
so
that's fair.
we can't judge.
We have one of the members of the mega stream yesterday, Tyler Yaremchuk, in studio with us. Hello, welcome.
He's English, not British.
Oh.
He corrects.
So it's okay.
bad.
It took me 6 years of knowing him to start getting it right. So you got time. I don't get this neon guy either.
I don't know, man. But here's the thing: is like I want to be annoyed, but I'm also grateful that he got to experience an Edmonton Oilers game and he can talk highly of it if and when he chooses to. Bring it on.
And is this just were our parents about our age when they were saying like I don't understand this white zombie hype, or I don't understand
I don't understand
Spice Girls,
Metallica.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I think it's just one.
Most
of
of our
things,
dads understood Metallica.
Yeah, wait. Well, who am I trying to think of? Marilyn Manson. That's what I was trying to say.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good example.
Or Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd listen to it on the top 40 radio station.
And be like, what the hell is this?
Why is this in the countdown?
Putting nails through eyelids. But yeah, I watched a good chunk of his stream from last night, this morning, and I was like, what? He's just sitting on the ground eating chicken fingers.
I mean...
But his whole life is streamed, right? Like he's live
Yeah.
almost all the time.
Just like that guy that just was hospitalized for hitting, you know, the guy that hits the hammer into his neck, clavicular. You guys know him?
Oh, yeah, clavicular.
Clavicular. He
Yeah, you do
streams
know
8
that.
hours a day. Why? He's making so much money.
It's ridiculous.
Who's making these people famous? That's my whole beef with a lot of this, is we're making weird people famous.
Uh-huh. Instead of just us. Okay, check this out.
Okay, this
Did you
is
see this
him.
on the way in? Wait until he turns back again once he lets one person get a picture and how many people get their phones flipped around.
Like,
What the hell is happening?
it doesn't seem safe. Look at all of his security guards.
He did have very good things to say about
He
the
did.
Oilers and Edmonton in general.
That's what I'm saying.
Did he know puck?
No.
Not at all.
He called it courtside.
Classic mix-up.
I mean, it's fine. I just watched a TikTok the other day of a guy who's from Canada, moved to the States, but not far. Like, you could drive into Canada. It would take you like a few hours, okay? And he said the type of questions that he's been asked now that he lives there have been insane. He's been asked, do you have other sports other than ice hockey? Do you celebrate Christmas in Canada? And he goes, yes. And they go, what day? Like, it's actually crazy to think that a lot of people are just unaware. So him even coming here, getting to know our city. Oh, it's actually quite nice in Edmonton. I'm like, thank you.
Thank God it was 20 degrees yesterday.
True.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's my biggest fear is that I'm always like, it's so nice in the summer. And then people will come up and like, if it snows in 2 days, and I'm like, oh no.
I always think about that when there's a big name in the city for their concert and it's awful outside. I'm like, this is all they're going to like leave the city talking about. Speaking of something that people were talking about, your live stream yesterday, this is your third year in a row doing it. Is that correct?
Yeah, we do. I think last year we maybe did 2. I don't really remember.
So
They're
this
kind
is
of
the
just
longest?
a blur. Maybe. I don't. Again, we just kind of go. We don't plan them very much either. Like Liam and I had a very loose planning doc. It was like Liam's gonna bake cookies. We're gonna play Wavelength, and like that's kind of it. Booked a couple of guests, so we kind of just go with the flow. But yeah, I think it was our 3rd or 4th one.
Wow.
But I guess that's an effective way to do it if this neon guy is getting the traction he is. And like yesterday, your views were insane.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
People stuck around. Like, I mean, at some points, I think we were north of like 1,200 on YouTube. Even towards the end, like when we were at hour 8, there was like 300 and some people watching. I'm like, all right. Like, again, people like it. And again, it's good to like get into playoff mode. That's kind of how I view it. Is it's like a big milestone thing we do. That's like, all right, now the playoffs start. Away we go.
Okay, but after you're done this shift, are you mentally drained? Like, were you able to enjoy the Oilers game with an after 8 p.m. puck drop?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm still able to get pretty dialed in. You crush a couple big draft beers at Rogers Place, and it gets you in a pretty good mindset. So, yeah, it is like a weird, like, I feel like people who, like, aren't, like, on air and stuff, like, staring at those lights for 8 hours is, like...
It's a lot.
It drains you more than you think it does. It's definitely more of, like, you're not, like, physically tired, but it's, like, your social battery is very close to 0.
So when you went to the game last night, were you able to still get up and cheer, or were you like, zombie?
Oh yeah, I mean playoff hockey. That's the best drug, right? Like the adrenaline gets going a little bit, especially with how well they played in the first period. I was fully like, we are winning. After first intermission, I'm like, we are winning the Stanley Cup. Like, oh my
But,
God,
like,
this team is good.
What a difference in the second period. I was like, what? What's happening?
Yeah, and the end of the second period, I'm like, we're getting bounced first round.
Oh yeah, third period starting, and I'm like, well, Wednesday's now a must win. Oh God, if you lose on Wednesday, what's gonna happen? You're gonna go to Anaheim down 2-0. Like, holy shit, they might be coming back down 3-1. Best case scenario.
Roller coaster mentality.
Such a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I also think, again, I went into the first intermission being like, we're winning the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
I think every player on the Oilers went into the intermission being like, great, we're gonna win the Stanley Cup again, and then they just mentally clocked out.
They kept on doing the same things, which kept on not working, including McDavid skating into 4 guys
He was fighting it last night.
He was. That was maybe one of the worst playoff games I've seen him play. That's probably the worst. But that's one of the just worst games I've seen him play.
Like, he was just a hair off. And, I mean, he still almost scored a couple times. And, like, Connor McDavid's worst is still better than everyone else's best.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you always need to preface it with that. But I came away from that game. Like, if they would have lost last night, I was kind of sitting there like, man, Connor McDavid might have a hard time sleeping tonight. And, again, he's allowed to have off nights. We notice him when he has them, obviously. But, yeah, like, the power play going 0 for 3 and not really getting a sniff of anything all that dangerous. Like, that's on 97 and 29. But again, the fact the Oilers found a way to win. First time all year, they won a game when Connor McDavid did not get a point.
0 points. Crazy.
I come away from that game not really going like, ooh, Anaheim figured something out. Look out. I come away from that game going like, oh, that was the one Anaheim was supposed to win.
Yeah.
0 for 3 on the power play. No points for McDavid. They scored 3 times. They got a couple big saves from Dostal. And I'm like, ooh, yep, that Anna. I like Wednesday. I am very confident. Heavy puck line bet for me coming Wednesday.
Well, yeah, if you have even remotely close to the same game from our depth players, but then reinsert a decent game at least from McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard, who I thought were all off.
Yeah,
And Draisaitl's the only one that had a legitimate excuse.
Yeah.
Like, you're allowed to have off nights, like you said, but his I understood. Like, you're trying to trust your body again to do the things that it can do, probably.
I was actually like, I don't disagree on like Bouchard. Yes, he was bad last night. As president of the Bouchard Truther Club, like I can admit when he has a bad game and Connor was off. Leon, I and maybe it's just because my expectations were lower on Leon. There were a few times where I was like, okay, is he laboring a bit, not skating well? But that zone entry on the third goal, or on the winning goal, the fourth one, oh my God, that is just like, it's little things that when you watch other teams play, like I think Oilers fans, again, I hammer this point a lot, like we're spoiled to watch Connor and Leon.
Yes.
That zone entry for Leon Draisaitl, when you watch other games, you don't see guys like do stuff like that.
Right.
Like, that's a really, really special play that an all-time player makes. So, yeah, even on the power play, like last night, power play, frustrating.
Yeah.
Go watch any other playoff game when like the Penguins even or the Flyers get a power play and it's like, oh, this is what you guys watch for 82 games a year? This is your power play? Like, the Oilers are spoiled. So, again, full confidence the power play can bounce back. Full confidence Connor can bounce back. And still a ton of positives. Like, the depth of this team carried them to a win. That should be the shining headline in Oil Country.
Yeah, like even when I was making my bet yesterday, I was like, well, obviously I'm going to bet on McDavid getting a point and Bouchard and Hyman. But no, like we were spoiled by players that I'm like, oh yeah, I have to remember that Dickinson's on this team. Oh yeah, I have to remember that these other players can do things. They can make moves. That you're right. We're just spoiled.
There's nothing I love more than the player who has gone however long without playing playoff hockey getting to experience playoff hockey. Like Jason Dickinson said after the game, he was like, during the anthem, I had to like take a couple deep breaths and like recenter myself. And like, you think about how nuts that building was going yesterday and like the lead up to the anthem. My favorite thing that the Oilers do is after they skate onto the ice and the two teams line up at the blue line, they just let the crowd go for like 30 seconds and do a Let's Go Oilers chant. And I was like, man, Connor Murphy has never played playoff. The only time he played playoff hockey in his career is during the bubble. So like no crowds. This was effectively his first ever playoff game in the NHL. Like, how cool would that be? You've played 12 years in the NHL or whatever it is, and that's their first time like being in a crowd like that. Insane.
It was cool hearing Connor Ingram's post-game comments too, where he said most of his career was spent at Mullet Arena. And he's like, to go from that to this, you just have no idea what's going on. Like, it's just incredible.
Think of the endorphins too. Like it must feel like a drug.
Oh, insane. Like, again, even when they showed him on the big screen walking out and you think of like everything Connor Ingram's gone through personally the last 2 years, like all that, I was like, man, what is going through this guy's head right now? Like, I almost like felt bad for him being like, I hope he's not like getting too much pressure on himself. Cause like, again, and he's a very, and he seems like a very level-headed guy.
Yes.
Like he had that comment a couple weeks ago where someone asked him, they were like, hey, like, do you feel like you're moving laterally really well? Like, what are you seeing in your game? And he was like, oh, I'm the wrong guy to ask that. He's like, I don't really think. I just stopped the puck. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like
Yes.
that's maybe the goalie the Oilers need is the guy who's
Totally.
like, I don't even care what's going on. Yeah, I'm just going to stop a couple pucks here. It's like, it's all good.
It kind of felt like a slap shot interview.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you go to the box for 2 minutes, you feel shame.
Yeah. Earlier you said next time you put a bet on the game, heavy puck line bet coming for you. What does that mean for people that are watching the Sauce right now that are just recently getting into sports betting?
-1.5 is the puck line. It's when they're going to win by 2 goals or more. So again, we call that we need puck line Jesus, the empty netter sometimes to come through for us. But yeah, puck line's just you think they're going to win by 2 or more. Also, what are you getting a magic trick ready here? It's
He's been very distracted.
I'm
Is
lining up
this your card? Yeah.
I'm lining up a game for you versus Reese for today.
Reese, you got a cord back there yet or what?
Yeah, we took
I
so
think
much shit
this
from
works.
you guys
Yes.
throughout the stream.
Bang.
Reese
back.
is back. Reese and I pulled up beside each other when we got to work today, unrolled our windows, and just started singing like the Oilers had won. Da, 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 da. And I like laid on my horn too, and there's like kids walking to school that just looked absolutely terrified. Like, what? Are these people gonna fight? Do they know each other? Anyway.
What other series have you been keeping an eye on for the most part?
Honestly, kind of spent the whole weekend watching hockey, so I'm pretty dialed in with most of them. Buffalo was electric. I mean, that crowd, 14 years without playoff hockey. Like, think about being a 23-year-old in Buffalo. Last time that team would have made the playoffs, you were like 9 years old. You
Right.
like, wouldn't even really remember it all that well. And, like, you went the whole prime of your life. And I mean, I was kind of that same age when the Oilers snapped out of the decade of darkness. Like, that would have been 2017, so I would have been 20 years old. I went my whole life being a diehard Oilers fan, and like, 06, I vaguely remember 06. So like I felt it was so nice to see Buffalo kind of have that moment. And then the game lives up to the hype and they score 3 goals in 4 minutes and come back and win. So that Buffalo series has been awesome. Utah Vegas was awesome in game 1. I still believe Utah can win that series. I think their speed's going to be a little bit too much for the Vegas Golden Knights.
We call them UAuth now that they spelt their name wrong on their merch.
On their,
Yeah.
Is
it's
it
on their playoff.
UATH?
Yeah, you off.
Yoth.
But yeah, I think that series is going to be really, really good. There's a couple that are kind of snoozers. Pittsburgh, Philly hasn't lived up to the hype.
Oh, Pittsburgh
True.
looks bad.
Yeah.
Slow,
They look
slow.
exactly what I thought they'd look like going into this year.
Yeah.
But then they had this banger regular season. I was like, one last kick at the can for Crosby and Malkin maybe.
I thought they'd have more juice. Malkin was brutal last night.
Yeah. He still has better wheels than I thought he'd have at his age.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that I feel the same about Draisaitl when he's that age. Because I feel like there's a lot of similarities in body type and playing style with those two as far as,
Yeah.
Draisaitl gets a little dirtier for sure. There's differences. But it is nice to see a big man move like that because I hope we have years of watching a German do that for the Oilers.
But yeah, there's been a couple good ones. Ottawa, Carolina, I think, has been kind of a slop fest. That one's a little boring. It's just take the under every game. Like they don't score enough.
What are your thoughts on Montreal? Do you think that they'll win again tonight?
I don't think they'll win twice in a row.
Oh, that's what Ryder said too, and I bet on them to win.
Like they obviously leaned heavily on their power play. Tampa Bay is a well-coached team. Cooper was really frustrated with the penalties they took, especially the ozone penalties in game 1 that ultimately costed them in overtime. So I think Tampa Bay will kind of have their heads screwed on right for game 2 and win.
That's been a pretty fast series as well. The one that you mentioned that you thought was a stinker. Oh, yeah. The Carolina and Ottawa game last night. Did you see the drama with the shootout or the penalty shot?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that obviously on DFO Live because like I understand it, but I don't get why that's the rule.
What happened? I didn't even see
So
this.
Jordan Martinook was on a breakaway and gets hooked, and the ref puts his arm up to call for a penalty shot. Obviously, play doesn't stop till Ottawa touches the puck. So Martinook goes, picks up the puck, they cycle it around, they score the overtime winner, and then Ottawa challenges for goalie interference. No, Ottawa
Offside.
challenges for offside. So now the OT winner is pulled off the board, but the rule is that any infraction that happens in between that still counts as an infraction. So the goal gets pulled off the board, but since Martinook was still technically hooked on that breakaway, they get awarded a penalty shot.
It was so strange.
It was so strange. But what I don't understand is like, you're saying if Jordan Martinook scored on that breakaway, that it would have been offside and no goal.
Right.
But then he got hooked. The breakaway should have never happened because the play should have been called offside. So like, I actually don't think that should be the rule as much as I understand why was called correctly. I just think the rules written improperly.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine being the people that have to make these decisions in such a short amount of time?
In overtime.
They did not sleep last night.
Like half of the stadium cleared out at that point in Carolina because they thought the game was done. Like it was a wild turn of events. I guess the reason that they have to do it too is to protect the players, because if they know that a play was offside and they know it's going to get called back, if you didn't still penalize,
guys could just run around.
They could run around a bit more.
I guess, but like even that, I have a hard time thinking that like, I don't know, would a player sit there and be like, I'm going to go slash someone in the head? Because I think that play might have been 3 inches offside and I won't get a penalty.
I mean, there's some games, I don't know about slashing the head, but like you'd maybe take a few more liberties in playoffs. Brady Tkachuk, you're telling me if he knew it was not going to count, he wouldn't go and try to hurt somebody?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was a weird one, though. And again, probably one of those where like we're sending them, they need to rewrite the rule. And it's like, no, you probably don't, because, again, this happens never. But, yeah, insane. They score. Like, there's Sens players that were, like, skating off the ice.
So that's the goal.
Yeah.
And then the confusion. And it took a while for them to even kind of iron out.
Well, the other, because everyone's on the ice now, right? Like, it's chaos.
The refs.
I mean, I guess if you're paying for a ticket and you go and you get to have the vibes that your team won, and then it gets called back, but then your team wins again, that's double the enjoyment for the price of ticket.
Better than what we went through in the Blue Jays. We thought for sure that game was over.
Yeah.
God, that was horrible.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And
Thought we
offside
won
by a hair, too.
Yeah.
And that's a wild one, too, because that looks more onside than
so tight.
Makar's did against the Oilers 3 years ago. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I do. And that was like more of a problem of like possession. There was a play last night where Connor got called for offside. I was like, he had possession, and his offsides are confusing.
They are confusing, yeah. But I guess that's what you get yourself into when you start doing replays.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just end up with egregious calls that you have to stomach. Like, one way or another, I get that people are upset about how that shook down last night, but what are you going to do? Like, they need to see that this can happen before they can change the rule. So now it'll probably get tweaked.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Again, it would have been insane if Ottawa had then come back and won that game. Again, like offside by a hair. Or like if Martinook would have scored on that penalty shot, and it's like, yeah, I guess that would have been the one that would have been more insane. If Martinook would have scored on the penalty shot, because he obviously missed, like, it's like, a penalty shot for a breakaway that shouldn't have happened because it was offside. Like, what?
Yeah, when I first heard what had happened, because I was watching the Oiler game while that shook down, and I was like, I read a tweet about it. I was like, what just happened? Like, I'd never heard of anything like that. But
do we have time to play a game? It's 9:30. What time
Yes.
do you need to get out of here?
Time. We got
Okay,
time.
sick.
okay, we're playing. Reese, you in on this?
Yeah, he
I'm
has to
in.
be.
First letter of a first name, first letter of a last name. They're in playoffs.
So it has to be someone playing in the playoffs.
Yes.
Okay.
Reese, let's see your pretty face. Where are you? He's got a system.
Down there.
Yeah.
Hanging.
Okay, and I have
Little.
done them up, so I know that there is at least one player
So
with.
that was his
these
magic
initials.
trick
That's
he
what
was
you were
doing.
doing.
Yeah,
there,
ta-da.
Yeah, Chris
Mind
Angel.
freak. Okay, you
We said
guys
that.
ready?
Do they get to yell it out or do they take turns?
Let's go taking turns, because
Okay.
then I don't even know which camera I should be showing these to.
Okay.
Tyler, you're first. You ready?
Yeah. N.E. Nikolai Ehlers, Carolina Hurricanes.
Well done.
Wow.
That is who was in mind when I came up with that
1 point, Tyler. Feel free to play along in the chat if you're interested. Thanks for being here, everyone. Smash that like button.
I got a softball for Reese.
Connor McDavid.
You started saying it before seeing the letters. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, Tyler.
Mikko Rantanen.
That is who I was thinking too. Wow, you guys are good. This one could be a little bit tricky.
Well,
Maybe not.
not for Reese.
Got it.
Oh, jeez.
Can you get a clue? Can you get a team?
Former Flame, former Canuck.
Ooh,
Oh, Nikita Zadorov.
there we
Stupid.
go.
Wow.
I was gonna give him a way less hard clue than that, or less obvious clue.
Oh.
And say they're playing tonight, aren't they? Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
LD. Oh, Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah.
You both had a softball.
There you go. I thought the point of the game, I thought you were just going to give me hard ones and give Reese like that.
Shit, I wish I would
Evan
have thought.
Bouchard.
I wish I would have thought of that. All right. This is whoever says it first.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ready?
Thomas
Taylor Hall.
Harley.
Ooh, you
I
went
think
Thomas
they're-
Harley.
I think that's a tie.
What did you say?
Taylor
I said Taylor
Hall.
Hall. Carolina
Oh,
Hurricanes.
yeah. Shit. All right. You guys get the tie. So next time you play, it's for big money, double or nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the money?
Let's just
Pay
try.
up.
Let's just see
Yeah,
if
let's
there's
just
a
mix them
round
up. Mix them up. Let's go, Reese.
Let's freaking go.
Let's
yeah,
frickin' go.
Freaking go, boss.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody with
Yeah.
these initials.
I bet both of them can figure it out.
Thatcher Demko's not in the playoffs.
No, he's not.
This is way more fun than having ones that are like pre-planned.
I actually don't know if there's going to be someone in the playoffs with that.
Can you switch them around?
David Tomasek.
Devon Taves.
Oh,
Oh, see, this is way more fun.
good one, Reese.
Congratulations, Reese. You got the dub today.
God damn.
Thank you, Tyler. We appreciate your time. Where can people catch more of your content as you deep dive into the Oilers game and just hockey in general today?
ONE, ONR coming up later on this afternoon. Couple of Oilers pods and then DFO Live in 20 minutes. Going to break down everything around the NHL. Get Hutton's take on the Martinook thing and that penalty shot. Pittsburgh's down 0-2, like we talked about. There's
Yeah.
lots going on. It's been a pretty good start to the first round.
I'm going to gift you some under-eye patches. A little bit worried about how little amount of sleep you're going to be getting.
Well, yeah,
over the next
that
bit here.
mega stream you did yesterday, and then we're like, "What do you got on today?" And it's pretty much the exact same thing
He just
again
listed
today.
off
Yeah.
the alphabet. I was
You guys
like,
are my
what?
third show already today. I
Holy
did morning
shit.
cup at 7:30, drove to the office, did OTR upstairs, and then came downstairs to do this.
Hardest
It's a long
working
day.
guy, man.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
Playoffs,
But then the
baby.
summer comes, I go down to 3 shows a week, so I'm chilling.
Yeah,
Right.
can
Just
we
gotta
get in
through
on
playoffs.
that?
Oh, the morning cup of guys, I always give them shit because they don't work Fridays during the regular season. and
Neither
then-
do What Chaos.
And then they work once a week in the summer. And I'm like, how do you guys get that deal? I need
Once a
an
week?
agent
once
or something.
a week?
Yeah, they just do one interview a week, and that's it. It's their summer.
All right,
Holy
Jay.
shit.
I'm scheduling
Yeah.
a meeting with you. I have
I'm-
things to discuss.
I'm going to get in trouble for even putting these ideas
No,
out
but
there.
like for us, we actually don't have as much to lean on because so much of our show isn't just
Ryder,
based
shut
on
up.
hockey.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like the whole reason they got us is to provide other content, especially in the summer.
Reese, Ryder's going to force us to work.
I'm sorry, it's just
I see what you're
Guy
saying. yeah.
loves to work.
I think it's gonna be at least 4 days a week for us in the summer.
We'll see.
Or like shorter shows, maybe.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What?
Yeah.
I'd way rather do 3 2-hour shows than one.
Well,
than
why
5
don't you
1-hour
go to the
shows.
negotiation
I
table
will.
then? Okay, good.
Why don't we get the sausage?
All right, well, you guys are fighting. See ya.
All right, see you later, Tyler. Thanks for coming.
Shit.
Oh, man. Okay, still to come on the show today, we are going to reveal all of the WAG jackets. And we had Saucy Miss Mackie in the chat say, WAG jacket? What does that mean? So that stands for Wives and Girlfriends Jackets. And this is tradition every year. They will get jackets made for them for the playoffs. They're absolutely stunning this time around. And the amount of them that Lauren Kyle McDavid helped design, breathtaking.
Yeah,
our-
like he's the best player in the NHL, best player in the world, and she's the best WAG in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's
our princess.
she even has other teams leaning on her expertise for design help. That's wild.
It's amazing.
Like those two teams are going to hate each other. She might have to fight one of the WAGs in Dallas, like fist fight in the street.
Speaking of Dallas, I think they might have my favorite WAG jacket. So we will
Dallas
reveal.
does?
Yeah, well, second place after the Oilers WAG jackets, which there are 2 versions. The one that they wore last night was stunning. So we're going to get to that on the show. We have a guest that's going to be popping by shortly here. We've had her on the show before, Sophie Gray, who owns Dive Through, which is an incredible business here in the city that's expanding. But that's not what she's coming in for today. What she's coming in for today is to promote her first ever dog gathering. I don't want to spoil it. That's all I'm going to say. We'll get her to break it down. It's going to be raising money for a charity, and it's happening this weekend. So she's going to be joining us right away here. So we'll get to that as well. We also didn't get to the backtrack yesterday.
Yes. We did not.
Before we get into the backtrack, let's give some love to those of you who are donating in our super chat still. Saucy
Read it.
Justin, $3 going to the Ben Stelter Foundation. Thank you so much. And Saucy Christina coming through with a $10 donation. This is to keep Ryder and Lisa for 5 days a week. Should have saw that coming.
I think Saucy Justin should be donating $4.
Why?
I'm not going to tell why until the end of playoffs, but Justin, you missed one.
I don't get it.
You don't need to right now. But it's pretty special. What's happening around here?
Reese, can we get into the backtrack? I think it's been influenced by Shoddy Mills, if I'm not mistaken.
Why wouldn't it be? Big part of the show last week.
It was a big week last week.
He got to actually get together with Neon and rap for him. And
On his live stream. Like, that's huge exposure for
Shoddy.
Shoddy's
going. We got him on the way up.
And guess what? He's been wearing that sauce hoodie in every video he's posted since he sat in with us. That's better than a billboard.
I wish he would have been wearing it on the stream yesterday.
Oh,
I'm fine with him repping the Oilers, though.
I love Neon, though.
yeah, that's fair.
You are the biggest Neon guy.
Yeah, you're a
yeah.
neon hater.
Listen,
You're not a neon hater. You're an you misunderstand. It.
Uneducated.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched enough to know that it's not for me. Listen, we need to try to match Neon's views. Okay? He got over 7,000 views on just his YouTube, and that's not even his big platform.
So here's our idea.
Like our video.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Tell your friends to subscribe. But also, should we
Yeah, you could say that again.
Should we hire fake security guards and walk through the moss pit with sunglasses on and hoods up?
Yeah.
And
like cameras pointing at us and stuff.
We'll get Reese behind the camera, like bring a full on camera, like we're filming a documentary about
we can
us.
Get Payton in on it. Can be, because they're going to be down there interviewing people as is. So just get them trying to get an interview with us.
And then it'll get the people asking, who are they?
Who's that?
What's the big deal? Like how we didn't know who Neon was, and now we know everything about the guy.
Who's that young, sexy couple, they'll say. That guy's got huge pipes, they'll probably say. Like, who is that?
She's got the hair.
Is he a...
She's got the hair.
Is he a fitness influencer?
He must be.
Look at that double chin of his.
Is she a model?
So anyway, we might do that.
And we'll hire all of you to come.
Yeah. And just pretend that you're so excited.
You'll be the initial... people from the crowd that are like, oh my gosh, Ryder and Lisa are here. The sauce is here. They're in attendance. Oilers Nation. Holy crap. Everyone get your phone out. It'll be a whole thing.
That's the kind of shit he does, though.
I know.
That,
he
like,
kind of
he lies.
He faked it till he made it.
Yeah. Have you ever done that? Ever fake anything?
Oh, yeah. My whole life. Anytime I would be like talking to a guy for the first time, he'd be like, what did you do today? And I'd be like, just got home from the gym. Yeah, right. Been on my couch all day scratching my butt. Or like, not literally, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
not actually doing anything. Or
like you were butthole?
No. I'm just saying, like, being gross. Or I used to fake cleaning up whenever my friends would have parties.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd have to clean the house. I would just pick up 2 empties and move them from one side of the kitchen to the other side till everyone else cleaned up everything.
Why wouldn't you have just put them? It's the same amount of effort to put them where they're supposed to go.
I don't know.
Reese, you ever fake it till you make it on anything?
This job?
Hell yeah. Every day, brother. Reese, can you go grab Sophie Gray? She is downstairs outside.
Yes. Do you want the backtrack?
Yeah. Get that backtrack going while you're gone.
Why not?
Yeah, I hit this. I hit the source room. Reppin' Oilers Nation, whole week went crazy. I just make it sound amazing. Oilers clinched the spot, now the whole chat celebrating. Trying to pick around one dance partner, playoff speculating. Gritter with the saucy pussy, yeah, that night was alive. Host crew chat, everybody caught a vibe. Ryder did the roast, had his whole crew feeling pride. Then the board game hit the table and the vibe caught up and died. Chat talking me up, community plans getting bigger. Lisa. Saucy posse linking up. Every week the sauce gets thicker. James Witten hit the show. Golf talk, cleaning Chris Masters. Recap Millwood's range open shots that don't miss. Then Coachella got recap with the usual sauce spin. Cosplay Dave in the building. What a beauty to bring in. Yet cosplay good people doing real work in the city. Then they played headbands. Had me crying, man, it got silly. Tyler Tuesday back. You already know the drill. Talking Oilers matchups. Playoff smoke or skill. Avalanche game. Got the full high octane review. Then Tyler versus Ryder headbands. And the chat came through. Lisa giving clues and she was way too funny with it. Every hint a left turn, but somehow they still spun with it. Grant Johnson pulled up talking Monday with pride. Sausage Town legend put respect on the side. Then the plot got wild, now we deep in the caper. Stornitchie's got hit, now the whole town want the paper. 100 rings of sausage to the one who solved the case. That's the most Alberta bounty I done heard in any place. Then they got to old Facebook statuses from back in the day. Back captions, everybody catching straight. Weird quotes, all dramatic and vague. Like don't text me if you know, man, that whole era was a plague. Zach Lang came through NHL, talk all polish. Then they played Guess the Ryder and the room got demolished. Wednesday Lisa dressed like a burglar on purpose. Big guest lineup got announced, then the chat got nervous. Now Ryder got the hand issue, dry palms, cracked skin. Doctor said might be dogs, that's a rough spot to be in. Told him don't pet the pups for 2 weeks, what a sentence. Whole chat heartbroke watching that kind of crew repentant. So now he pet the dogs fake, like a puppet from a distance. Reaching over with the mime hands, tragic level of resistance. Lisa do the real petting, he just act like he involved. That's the saddest little workaround I ever seen resolved. Liam in on Wednesday hockey talk, stayed elite. First round matchup chat of every segment had heat. And yeah, headbands came back, had the whole week in the spin. Not the theme of the whole thing, but it definitely checked in. Thursday got thievery talk, Bible trends getting lifted. Everybody got opinions when the credit gets shifted. Then Kyler from Monday came through speaking on the break. And still no sausage bandit caught, so the mystery still ain't fixed yet. Neil from Satan pulled up, vegan spot respect, different lane. Good convo, that was all sauce on deck. Then Shotty Mills slid in, had the whole room pay attention. Talk journey, drop bars, that was a real one, no pretension. In the rap talk, lit up greatest lyrics getting quoted. Whole chat throwing flames, every class they got promoted. Then the oil got home eyes when they put the Canucks away. Now it's Ducks in round one, whole city landed AMA. Ryder hit 14 for his first appearance, good look. Then Rock from Rob's original fried chicken closed the book. Hot wing challenge on deck, now the pressure got severe. Ryder got so sweaty, but he fought his way through fear. Taylor Williamson came through, awkward, funny, perfect mess. Kinda weird, kinda great, which is why it was a yes. Then Friday chat went crazy for the Ben Stelter drive. Raised 500 plus, kept the spirit all alive. Play La Bamba, baby, let the good heart singing loud. Saucy bossy, full of love, that's the kind that make you proud. Lisa took one bite and she instantly knew the cost. One taste, face changed up. So don't tell me I can't body every moment they was living. I just turned a wild week into a masterclass in spitting. Guess all touched the mic. James Witten, Dave, Tyler White, Grant, Zach Lang, Liam, Kyler, Newland in the bride. Shocky Mills, Taylor Williamson, what brought the fire too? That's a full course sauce recap, what you want me not to do? I'm just talking slick over chaos like it's easy to produce. One take, no hope, just pure bars. Yeah, the sauce kept it loose.
Dang. That song went so damn hard.
I love when it mentions people in the chat or other people that work here. I love that it mentioned the Mundair sausage heist.
Imagine if, like, pre-AI, if we would have gotten somebody to put that together for us. Like, that would have taken them months.
Yep. They'd be in the studio having to redo verses because they were stumbling over their words. Yeah.
Oh, no. Turd Ferg had a ad that popped up during it. Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry, man.
Go back and rewatch.
Yep. Which we wouldn't mind. Smash that like button. Thanks for being here, everyone. That's in the chat.
I know that there was a mention of Taylor Williamson. That is the comic that we interviewed last week. And he is at Comic Strip tonight. Scoop up your tickets. I've watched enough of his stuff to know that you'll be thoroughly entertained. If you're looking for something to do on a Tuesday night, on an off night between Oiler games, it'll be a really good show tonight.
All right, our second guest of the day is here. We are so excited to have her return to our studio. And Sophie Gray is brought to you by Yeg Property Pros. They're selling over one property pro per day on average for the last 2 years. They're home to more than 20 team members. I'm pretty sure it's over like 30 now. We should update this. One of the largest and highest producing teams in the region. So please contact them for a free home evaluation and a free consultation if you're looking to buy. YegPropertyPros.com. Get a realtor who knows. Call the pros. Welcome to the studio.
Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, I'm back. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So you've been busy since you were here last. Last time you were here, you were breaking down what dive-through is. Do you want to just quickly just go over what your business is for people that maybe didn't tune into that episode?
Sure. So I'm the founder of Dive Through. So we offer mental health support designed with today's generation in mind. So this is typical counseling services and psychological assessments.
But when you say for people in mind, like who have never been to therapy before, what's different about Dive Through than what most people envision a therapy session? Like, I know that there's people watching this that only know therapy. If you've never been to therapy, you just envision Tony Soprano sitting down in a really sad room. What is the difference at Dive Through?
Yeah, really, for us, it's all about making mental health just more approachable and relatable. So firstly, we have a matching tool that just makes it so much easier to find a therapist. I have spent hours upon hours searching previously. So just trying to simplify getting started. So before you're even in the room. And then we have 4 locations across Edmonton and area. And these locations really are designed to just feel more comfortable. Our colors are purple and turquoise. And we just really want to make it something that just seems normal and doesn't have to seem overly cold or clinical. So
I was gonna say a little less doctor officey.
Very that, yes. Like our like I don't know, tagline slogan I don't know is "You can cry here," and it's really you can feel any emotion you need to feel here, and that's okay. And just trying to not make fun, but just like mental health is a heavy thing, and if we can just bring a little bit of more of that approachable feeling to it is the goal.
It's so smart. Smart.
It's great.
Now, outside of Dive Through, what is happening?
Yes.
This is your first time doing something like this. What's going on?
Yeah, so I am hosting a dog social on April 26th to support Zoe Animals Rescue. So it's through a little project I'm doing called More Time, because we all deserve more time with the pets that we love. So this is something that is super important to me. I lost my dog after 9 months of a lot of vet bills, and it was very costly. So, I just kept on thinking there's so many families that lose their dogs and or pets, and they, can't afford the care. So trying to do these events, both because, hanging out with your dog is fun, but also to raise some money.
So what is this dog social?
So it's on April 26th. It's at the Edmonton Humane Society.
And that's this Sunday, correct?
Yeah, this Sunday, so we have 2 different sessions. So we have a session starting at 11 a.m. for dogs under 40 pounds. So smaller dogs, so that they can feel safe in their playing. And then at 12:30, we have a second group for dogs over 40 pounds. So we're going to have animal trainers there. The Revolution Animals team is there to make sure it's safe and fun. But it's really just an opportunity for your dogs to get to play and then to connect with like-minded people that also love their pets like family.
I'd be very interested to hear the difference in sound coming from the smaller dog crew.
Where you can have a nice, calm conversation, whereas then all the Great Danes come in and you're like, what? Oh, you think the little ones would be louder?
Well, I just think the tone would be very different.
Yes.
A lot of higher pitched, a lot more yappy, and then the woofy would come later.
So at this event, obviously people are going to be bringing their own pets, but also the Edmonton Humane Society has animals that are up for adoption. So is that an option for people to show up without a pet that can maybe...
Not for this event. Okay. That's a great idea. So that I'm like, add it to the next event.
Totally.
Yes, honestly, the Humane Society has such a great space that's really safe to have your pets play. So that's why we're partnering with them for this. And then with all of the proceeds going to Zoe's Animal Rescue.
So
Zoe's is a volunteer-run shelterless rescue in Edmonton. And if you're looking, you can volunteer there. You can donate there on your own or support this great event.
So how is this event raising money for them? Or do people have to buy a ticket to arrive?
Yeah, so it's by donation, minimum $15 per dog. And then, of course, if you want to donate more, that's amazing. And then we also are going to be having goodie bags. So the goodie bag we have has so many amazing local brands: El Corazon, Salted, Clink, the Windermere's Pet Value. I'm like trying to think, Maker's Keep, Cloud9 Pajamas. So many amazing local brands are contributing. It's over $50 in value. So yes, there is, you pay to come, but then you get this amazing gift bag of all these local goodies.
Good for you, because I know that it takes a lot of work to reach out to all these clients and get them to donate stuff and tell them about the event. So I know a lot of hard work was put behind the scenes with this. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm sure this is going to be an annual thing, if not twice a year. Who knows?
Yes.
So if you want to be, more social with your pet, what a great opportunity this Sunday at the Edmonton Humane Society.
I was just checking out Zoe's Animal Rescue Society on Facebook. They do have a Facebook page. It's very active. And if you're a big Oilers fan and checking out the show, there is a big Oilers fan dog that is up for adoption right now named Lupin. And if you were looking for a dog right now, this is one of the cutest dogs I've ever seen in my life.
It's wearing a jersey?
Yeah. And
Stop.
sorry that I got a little distracted, but...
I mean, that's a good thing to be distracted.
Okay.
Yeah, we absolve you of your sin. That's
you.
fine. Sophie, where can people follow you online? I think you're a great follow. You're very open about mental health and losing a pet, which I think we need more of that because it's such a personal experience and such a heartbreaking experience. And I don't know if people, like, I have pets, but I've never really done the work to mentally prepare for when they're no longer in your home. But I do think you do a really good job of representing those emotions. So where can people follow you?
So you can follow me at Sophie Gray, Gray with an A. And then for this event, you can get a ticket at givemoretime.com and then More Time Fund on Instagram as well.
Awesome.
Just going to throw that in the chat. GiveMoreTime.com.
Yes, yeah.
All right, sweet. We've got the Saucy Posse that rolls through
They love it.
some of these events and supports our peeps. I'm sure some of them are going to be checking out that comedy show I was talking about.
Yep.
Hopefully lots of people check out this event.
Well,
as
and this is another event not on a game day.
Right.
There you go, which is so important.
Dude.
People in the city of Edmonton, you do not mess with the playoff games. Those take precedence for sure.
Anytime we're talking to people that have an upcoming event and it's not on a game day, we like sigh relief. Like, is it so stressful trying to plan events around playoff season?
Yeah, I had a buddy reach out to me who's the biggest Portuguese soccer fan I've ever met. And he crunched the numbers to realize that Portugal could play Argentina in the World Cup if they both win their pools on July 11th, which is our wedding. And now he's considering not coming just in case all of that happens.
I get it. It's very stressful.
I was like, we can put a TV on in the back room if you want.
It's not the same.
You can stream it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Sophie.
I'll wear some Portuguese soccer socks if you still come.
Okay, plug the event one more time. It's happening this Sunday at the Edmonton Humane Society. What is it called?
So it's called our very first dog social for More Time. So April 26, 11 a.m. for small dogs, 12:30 for bigger dogs. If you're wanting to come, please sign up so I can make sure that I have a goodie bag ready for you. So yeah, I would love to see everyone and their doggos at the event on April 26th.
And More Time, did you not create a separate Instagram for this?
Yes, so that is the More Time Fund, yes.
Okay, the More Time Fund. Follow that as well. Thank you, Sophie Gray. We will be right back, Saucers. We're going to just get a picture with Sophie, and then we'll get back to the program. We got to talk about the WAG jackets.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, we're back. Thank you for checking out the show. Thank you to Sophie Gray.
God, I love her.
Yeah, she's a great guest and is just doing great work in the city. Love this friggin' city. How was the vibes last night down at the rink, Reese?
Yeah.
You got to go to game one.
Tell us everything.
Vibes were unreal. All the Oilers fans lived up to every expectation. Like,
I don't know.
It got quiet in the second period.
Yep, it got really damn quiet in the second.
We got to stop being so emotional. We need to be supportive.
Of course, trying to be supportive, but it's a bit of a deflator. 19 seconds into the second period was tough. But rewinding it all back. We walk into the arena probably an hour or so before the game.
Yeah.
And they've just got somebody, as soon as you walk in there, they've got 3 guys that are on like the loge levels, and it's just boom, 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 hitting these drums.
Boom, boom,
like
boom.
this subtle.
Boom,
Oh,
boom, boom, boom. What song is that?
Jesus Walks by Kanye West.
nice.
Always Kanye.
You know what
So-
the Midwest is?
Young and
Get
restless.
in there. Everybody's fired up. We went down, watched warm-ups. Whole lower bowl was like, it was pretty busy down there.
For warm-ups.
Everybody's fired up.
Yeah, yeah. You got
Well, you wanted to see Draisaitl come out because what a vibe.
I went down to watch warm-ups with Charlie, and we were on the the Vancouver side.
This wasn't last night.
No,
this
this is for the last regular season game.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't care about these guys. I was like, me neither.
Let's get out of here. Let's
we
go
went
get some nachos.
We went back upstairs and got popcorn.
Screw these guys.
But yeah, once the game started, I mean
Yeah.
the anthem.
Everything. It's just like, it was exactly what Tyler was saying. Like, they go announce the Oilers starting lineup, get in there, and then they give you like 15, 20 seconds to just whole crowd, let's go Oilers, before they start the anthem. And like, that is where you get like the shivers down your spine. And Tony
You cry.
Berard does those videos pregame that's like, get on your feet, Oil Country. And it like
Yeah.
ignites a flame inside you. So
If there's another team that ever steals him, I want to just take a run at an audition tape for that, because that would be the most badass job ever.
the
Tony's not
coolest
going
job.
anywhere.
What if like the New York Rangers offer him
No.
twice as much? It happens.
I don't want it to.
I don't want it to either.
Nate Grad.
But he's very good.
Nate Grad is right, and he's got one of the most stunning beards.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it up close? It shines.
Yeah, he's got a great beard.
extremely stylish individual.
So
too.
Yeah.
and so kind.
Yeah, and it seems like he's a super nice guy.
He's so sweet.
But his game intros are
electric.
electric.
best.
When he like changes his tone from "I'm just speaking to you" to all of a sudden
I'm
like
doing my
to a little bit
broadcaster
like
voice.
grittier.
Get off your
Yeah.
Oh.
I got goosebumps right now. That's how good he is at it. But I would like, maybe we could do an audition tape around here. With
Oh
some
my
different
gosh, that would be
people.
so awesome.
It would be fun to watch everybody take a run at it.
Rachel, who tunes in from BC, said, I saw a video of the lineup to get into the moss pit. Holy, yeah, that's a whole separate vibe.
And it was crazy. Like, I also find it insane. Like, obviously, there's the hype around the moss pit. Like, that's like the bigger deal. But the one across the street where you have a tent and there's like picnic tables in there, it's a way better area to be in my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you don't get shown on TV as much.
Well, they've still got the cameras in there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like the mosh pit or moss pit is where people
Yeah.
go to like stand at the front beside Miss Stanley and get seen on TV.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
fair.
The vibes better stay immaculate in there, because I was driving into work today listening to the radio and hearing stories of people fighting each other already. I'm like, I can't. Like that picture of someone's like half their ear was bitten off on the
Yeah,
LRT.
I
Did
did
you hear about
something
that?
about that.
Yeah.
That
Stop
is
biting
crazy.
ears. You're not Mike Tyson.
No, you know what it is? It's the time of year where Yagwave does a great job of making our city look like a piece of shit.
I
Even
hate
though
it.
anytime you get a crowd that big in any city, you're going to have incidents. But they make it seem like it's an Edmonton only issue.
Fair.
And you know what? You shouldn't be jumping a dude, you and your 5 friends. I watched one of the videos of that happening last night. But also, it'd be nice if Yagwave would occasionally post a positive video about all the people that are there taking care of each other.
Fair.
Like
I
when
agree.
somebody falls down and you see people help pick them up, which happens. When you see people donate to the vulnerable community that are sitting street side, that happens. Like when people are high-fiving and hugging and taking care of even other teams' fans, that happens. But they only get traction off of watching people bite each other's ears off and beat the shit out of each other in the street. So that's all Yagwave posts. I got work to do.
What?
Mic drop.
Is that a movie quote?
It's your Trailer Park Boys.
Oh my gosh. Wow, what a way to end a rant with a Trailer Park Boys quote.
when Cyrus really gets going.
Oh no.
He always tells everybody to F off and then tells them he's got work to do.
Okay, we're going to add that story to what's happening in and around Edmonton. Let's get into this real quick before we talk about the WAG jacket reveals.
And it is brought to you by Southview Acura.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's always brought to you by the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Oh, this is what's happening in Edmonton.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Southview Acura, your shout-out's coming real soon.
Don't you worry. We've got space for you. What's happening in Edmonton, a presentation of River Cree Resort and Casino, your home for great performances. So get ready because Ziggy Marley is going to be live, bringing his Brightside Tour to the venue on Sunday, July 5th. You can get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, you can bet on it. That wasn't a domestic, was it?
No.
Reese, are you mad at us?
No, that was pretty chill.
We had a bit of a domestic on Saturday night when you got home.
Why?
Half in the bag.
Yeah.
Well, I still had all my friends over.
No, you only had 2 friends left, and I felt comfortable.
We were very peaceful and non-argumentative, and then this one rolls in.
I rolled in with my wig half on because I wigged it out.
Starting arguments.
I went out on the town in wigs, and my hair was like all over the place. And I did. I had something to say to you, and I stand by it.
That I pour my drinks and other people that come over's drinks too strong.
I had a girlfriend over. He poured her a drink that was probably 4 ounces.
No.
And in his mind, he's like, that's 1 ounce.
It
It's not. And guess who couldn't make it to the dinner? My friend. She had to go home before we even got to enjoy the wigs.
Well, that's probably because she didn't have lunch. This is not my fault. It was 1.5 ounces max. Anyway, that was
what we fought about in front of 2 of his friends, and then they both
and then they left.
Which,
yeah.
Great. It was 1 a.m. It's time to go anyway. Whose side are you on, Lisa's or Ryder's?
Okay, so what's happening in Edmonton? We have the first story that there are good things happening in Edmonton, even though you won't see them on the most popular Instagram accounts in Edmonton. What else is going on?
Okay, also be aware of the Road Watch party tickets that are available, NHL.com, and of course, the Moss Pit. You can go there if you want, but for away games, I think it's like $10 a ticket to go and sit in Rogers Place. So just be aware of that.
It'd be way more fun to just come to Greta.
Very good point as well.
I would much rather come to Greta and hang out with the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to be there for every away game.
That's true.
I know Northside Norm already has his tables booked for every single game, which I thought was kind of a sick power move.
Yeah, so feel free to do the same. Every away game. I saw some guy posted like a video last night that did really well. It had like 2,000 views or something, and it was like, hey, I'm going to Greta to watch the game with Ryder and Lisa, the sauce, hell yeah. And I was like sitting at home watching it. I'm like,
I commented on it. I said, hey, we'll be there on Friday. It's not an away game. But I also really appreciated the shout out.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that guy Friday.
I gave him a follow. I followed him on Instagram.
What was it, Oilers Legend? Was
something like that?
Yeah, seemed lovely.
Got a decked out vehicle, full of Oilers swag. I was
Rock and
this
roll.
guy gets it.
Yeah. What else is going on in the city?
There was an earthquake that shook Mornville again this past weekend. A 4.1 magnitude quake was recorded 18 kilometers northeast of Mornville.
Did
you feel
this
it?
A real thing? Like, I feel like this is not true.
This is according to Earthquakes Canada.
What the heck?
The Alberta Geological Survey has the quake listed as a known induced earthquake. You didn't feel anything?
No, and I live close to Mornville, and I haven't heard anything about this stuff at all. And this is like the 3rd earthquake that's supposed to have hit Mornville.
Ooh, sorry, just dropped my pen on my microphone. That
Do you
was
feel
loud.
like sometimes you're sitting at home and you feel a little thing and you're like, oh, maybe it was just the
tectonic plates.
Maybe it was just the laundry.
Or
and
indigestion.
Yeah, someone farted on the other floor.
Or you're just like, oh, was that me? Yeah, I think there's a certain amount once it hits a certain magnitude where it's undeniable what you're dealing with, obviously. But I think if it's below that, you really often won't even feel it, depending on what kind of house you're in, what kind of structure you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably feel it more if you were in a tin barn. I don't know why.
Why are you in a tin barn?
Well, maybe you're working. Maybe you're shoveling horse shit, And then you just feel, because the walls would move easier than a cinder block building, right?
Anyway, I don't know. I feel like even if I have been in the presence of an earthquake, probably napped through it. I was too busy scrolling TikTok looking at the WAG jackets. Anyway, other things happening in and around Edmonton. Of course, what Sophie Gray came in to talk about. Edmonton Humane Society. You could get your tickets now. Fun little dog hangout. Just make sure you're going at the right time. Can't be bringing a big Bernese Mountain Dog to the Chihuahua hangout. You won't be let in. You'll get denied at the door.
That's true. But it is interesting that like when little dogs get together, it can be a real shit show. The big ones will be fine.
Yeah, they're chill.
But if you put a bunch of little dogs together,
good luck.
I'm going to the big one.
Me too.
Yeah. Big dog guy.
Give me the big dog.
Okay, should we get into the WAG jackets? It's an exciting year for jackets.
Yeah, and the WAG Jacket Breakdown is a presentation of Southview Acura. Family owned and operated on Edmonton's south side. Wonderful people over there. Ask Reese's parents. They walked in and bought a vehicle that day and said that their shopping experience was lovely.
One and done. They didn't have to shop around.
I think they went some other places and they said it wasn't even comparable to how good of a time that they had at Southview.
Sorry,
Acura.
my bad. I'm just up here. I'm just on here making things up.
Yep, you are.
That's what I do.
Just like the heavy drinks. Anyway, Southview Acura. Go and check out their rides and say hello to all the lovely people that we like over there.
Justin's in the chat. He was one of your friends that was over when I came home with my wig.
Yeah.
He said PTSD.
Yeah, you had your attitude.
I feel
going.
like I was making valid points. Reese, how mad would you be if Jess poured your buddy a drink that was way too strong and then you didn't get to hang out with your buddy that night because they had to go home and go to bed? Be honest.
I would think it was on purpose. But I would probably be like, wow, my buddy's a kind of a wussy.
My buddy probably should have had lunch.
Yeah.
There's no way an ounce and a half can knock out a friend for dinner. Unless your friend is a 15-year-old who's drinking for the first time.
Fine.
Which she wasn't.
I do feel like our argument ended fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you went to bed.
I
And I stayed up and watched sports.
All right, let's get into this. This is these videos are actually, it's someone else breaking down the WAG jackets for us. And she does a great job doing so. Her name's Annie. Hold on.
I thought you were going to start singing Annie.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Her name's Annie. Hold on.
It's my time to shine. It's a hard knock life for us. No. Anyway, she hosts her own hockey podcast, and she talks specifically about fashion in the hockey industry, which I thought was kind of cool. So this girl knows her stuff.
There is some great fashion. If you dig deep, PK Subban.
Okay, those pants were insane.
I know.
Pants were crazy.
I know they were crazy, but why not take some risks? Like, I like fashion forward thinking people.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like they didn't look bad in my opinion. They were I couldn't that's one of those outfits that I've said before when Harry Styles is fashion forward and everybody's like, "Wow, it's so awesome that he takes these chances." If I wore those PK Subban pants, like you and Charlie, my daughter, would both tell me to go inside and change. You'd be like, "What the hell are you doing? Can we take those and get them sewn into 2 pairs of pants for you?" Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah, no, they were parachute pants.
Can you get a picture of those pants for those that haven't seen it? But yeah, it's nice that like some of the hockey community actually takes some fashion risks. You look at Austin Matthews. What did he have going on? There was like
The hats.
well, and there was a threesome on a spaceship or something he had going.
Threesome?
Yeah, I think there was 2 guys and a girl riding a spaceship, and it looked like that they were going somewhere. There was going to be a rocket involved.
Turd Ferg in the chat said, "Thank God you turned that light on. I couldn't see you." Sorry, there's something in my throat. Am I okay?
Yeah.
I did turn my lamp on just now, live on the show.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
So what are we getting into first? The videos of the WAG jackets or the pants?
I think we need to get into the pants. And I know how good Reese is at pulling pictures really quick when we put them on the spot. And by the time I'm done this sentence, we're going to have those pants on the screen. I'll tell you that for sure today. Oh, tried to get it. Tried to drag out that sentence as much as I could.
Do you want me to keep singing?
Oh, God. Yeah, sure.
No.
So, yeah. Who else in the NHL has...
Here we go. Look at these pants.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Do you guys like those? Do you think Ryder could pull those off?
I don't know how fashion forward this is. It's just baggy pants.
It
like,
looks
a
No,
nuclear level.
It
that's
looks
not
fake.
just baggy pants.
It looks like someone made this with
They're like wool,
Yeah.
and I don't think this is like that insane, but they don't look that good.
See, I'm opposite. I think it's insane, and they do look good.
Ryder. If your friend walked into the room with a tight, long sleeve black shirt like that
Yeah.
and pants like that, you wouldn't say something?
Oh, I'd say something for sure, but in the back of my mind, I'd be jealous that they had the confidence to pull it off.
This is fair.
Yeah.
Fine.
You know what? You have a pair of pants that kind of look like this that I will wear on the show tomorrow if we hit 100 likes. We're at 41 likes right now.
Oh, that's not good enough. Where the heck is everyone?
Exactly. 43 likes right now.
That's not good enough.
Wow, those two people were quick. I have a pair of pants. You have a pair of pants.
I do?
Yeah, they're Oilers colored. Do you remember those pants I bought you?
They don't look like that.
But they kind of do.
They don't look anything like that.
Okay, they're not wool, but they are Oilers colored, and they're that shape.
They would look hilarious on you, so please get the video to 100 likes.
All right.
Please?
And I will rock those for the show with maybe a tight little shirt
Yes.
for all y'all as well.
Okay,
Damn.
so you're yay on the pants.
He loves them.
I think it's cool that people are willing to try new things when it comes to fashion. Like, if nobody would have ever worn a tie, we just wouldn't have ties. The first guy that did, people were like, look at that idiot. What has he got around his neck?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just these are like baggy wool pants.
Also, is he wearing platform shoes? Like, it looks like his body is like in someone else's lower body.
Yeah, it's quite a feminine look. Like I could see a lady wearing those pants and nobody would bat an eye, for the most part, right?
Correct.
But like, it also helps when you're jacked.
I don't know if that's helping him.
You can experiment with clothes way more. Well, but if you saw like a dude that was really out of shape wearing those pants, you'd think they're just trying to be comfortable.
Okay, so you're going to wear those pants if we get to 100 likes. I'm excited. I hope it happens. Let's get into the WAG jackets for 2026. And this is Annie from the Cherry Bomb Hockey Podcast breaking it down for us. Let's check it out.
The Stanley Cup Playoffs are back, which means so are playoff WAG jackets. My name is Annie. I'm your go-to source for all things fashion in the National Hockey League. And this is your first daily WAG jacket roundup of the 2026 playoffs. We'll start off with the Carolina Hurricanes, who used Lauren Kyle McDavid's brand Sports Club Atelier for these burgundy leather jackets. I've been a critic of Carolina's jackets in the past. They've never done much for me, but this is a great improvement. High suede collar is very trendy, very versatile. We like it. The monochromatic stitching and embroidery on the back with the logo, last name, and canes. By far my favorite detail, though, are the belt loops, which are the squares on the bottom of the Carolina Hurricanes jersey. These jackets give me shades of Canada's Olympic WAG jackets, also designed by Sports Club Atelier, where they went for a burgundy rather than the classic red. I love burgundy, don't get me wrong, but why are we afraid of red? What's wrong with red? There is a pop of red in this jacket. It's on the logo on the sleeve, which I actually like. I love the small little number detail. I am going to be an old head here. The established 1972. That's when the Hartford Whalers were established. You are the Carolina Hurricanes. Don't use 1972. Obviously, the first team that comes to mind when you think burgundy is the Colorado Avalanche, who are also in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The fact that Carolina used this burgundy tells me one of two things. One, the Colorado Avalanche better halves did not use Sports Club Atelier for their jacket, or if they did, they're not using burgundy, because there's no way that they would sell teams the same color. Overall, a very nice, well thought out jacket. Up next, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins. At first glance, it was giving me an elevated Kristen Juszczyk style puffer. But as you see more details, this is a jacket all on its own. And I'm not a big patchwork person, but I think the fact that this is so well done, it really sells it for me. I love those sleeves. I love the collar. The usage of gray in the jacket threw me for a loop, but then I remembered Steel City. The steel elements, duh. Ashley Harris' design is behind these Penguins jackets. Number on the shoulders, a really cute touch too. Yeah. I feel like these jackets embody what makes the WAG jacket tradition so special. They're fun, they're different, and it's a gorgeous jacket. Over time, some of the jackets kind of start looking similar and blending together. That won't be a worry here. Well done, Lady Pens, well done. Lastly, I was hoping to see a look from the Dallas Stars as they were the last home team to play tonight.
Okay, you can shut this down.
This appears to be their
because we
jacket
have
from
an update.
2023.
She has another video of the Dallas Jackets.
Okay.
And they are so good. Also, the Penguins came out with pants, which we will also get to.
They look exactly like PK Subban's pants.
What are your thoughts so far?
I don't know why Canada went with burgundy when red is our color. Burgundy is not a color. I was confused by that. I believe I even said it on the show.
Yeah, you did.
And I feel the exact same way about the Hurricanes.
That's what she was saying. She's
Yeah.
like, are we scared of red?
And like, it's just, it doesn't have anything to do with their logo or their colors. So I don't really get that. But mind you, we've seen the Oiler ones and they're not blue and orange this time.
Right.
So you can experiment with other colors, I suppose. The Penguins ones, I liked. I felt like they didn't need the name on the back as well. Like, just the number would be cool.
But they like having the name because it shows like who their husband is.
So does the number.
Fair.
You just have to know.
You just got to know your stuff.
Like if Lauren Kyle McDavid was rocking 97, but it didn't say McDavid on the back, you'd still know what's going on.
Unless you were living under a rock.
Or just you bought that jacket and got it made yourself, which I might.
Okay, let's see the updated video. I think that this one could include the Dallas jacket. If not that, maybe the Penguin pants. There are 3 videos, so we've got 1 down, 2 to go. Let's get into this.
Day 2 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs in the books, which means more WAG jackets revealed. My name is Annie, your correspondent for all things fashion in the National Hockey League, and this is your daily playoff WAG jacket roundup. Let's get into it. We got a sneak peek of the Anaheim Ducks jackets that will be unveiled next Friday at their first home playoff game since 2018. We'll save my thoughts for the full reveal, but something to keep an eye on. Next, we have the President's Trophy Colorado Avalanche, and they appear to have gone with a white canvas jacket done by Sports Club Atelier. I love the Avs logo, so you really can't go wrong with using it in anything. Don't have any visuals on the sleeves or the front of the jacket, but I do love the last name under the collar. Love those little surprise details. Looks like a clean, classic jacket. It'll be great to style, very versatile throughout their playoff run, but I gotta be honest, for as long as they've been a playoff lock, I expected more. I'm underwhelmed.
Fair.
You have such a great color scheme to work with, a lovely logo. Where's the flavor? Where's the spice? I'm a sucker for when they get the kids' jackets too. And how about these little bows for the little girls?
That's cute.
Adorable. Next up, we have the Tampa Bay Lightning, and you're gonna want to sit down for this. Take a minute, take it in. I absolutely love this jacket. Kevin Leonel is the genius and mastermind behind this absolute piece of art. I love the Art Deco details throughout the jacket.
Yes.
My favorite part of this jacket, though, I am obsessed with those palms on the collar. This patch on the front here also looks like some kind of retro Florida beach club, like back in the old days. I love it. Next up, we have the jacket everyone was looking forward to, the Buffalo Sabres, and they opted for a Sports Club Atelier piece. Best detail
Lauren
on this
Kyle,
jacket is
yet
by
again.
far the croc print going across the shoulders around the top of the back. And I love the number up on the back of the collar there. The Sabres do have navy in their jersey history, so I love that they had a navy and gold take on their jacket. The logo placement on the arm is a bit of a head scratcher for me, I'm not going to lie. If you know me, you know I'm an absolute slut for the Buffalo Sabres goat head, so I'm a little disappointed to not see her on this jacket, but still a great look. And lastly, we have the Boston Bruins, who went very, very neutral. The style of the jacket looks really cool, and the embroidery is well done. Listen, you guys come to me for the truth, so I'm going to give it. This is not good. You have an iconic logo, great color scheme, and you don't use any of it? It's giving unbuttered, plain white toast. The only way I could see these being redeemed is if all of them just ball out with styling them, and I mean ball out. Listen, I know playoff hockey is stressful. It makes us all a little loony.
And then last but not least, this is the one that will reveal. I know. Everyone's on the edge of their seats. We get to see the Oilers WAG jackets in this next video, the Dallas Stars, and maybe the pants.
Well, it's cool
that
that
could be a TikTok video I saw instead, though.
Lauren Kyle McDavid it's her company that is supplying a lot of these teams with their jackets, but she kind of gets first dibs.
Oh, and hers are way better. Wait till you
Right?
see this. The Boston Bruins ones were very boring.
I like the cut of them. They look like they would be like really comfy, but you could dress them up
and you could
decently.
also wear them all the time.
Right. Yeah, some of those. The Tampa Bay Lightning is my favorite by far. That like
Dallas
the
Stars.
fact that they had the lightning bolts
Yeah.
like built into the shape of the jacket was pretty dope.
All right, last but not least, again, I don't know if it features the penguin pants. That might be a completely different video that I saw, but we'll watch this together.
We had a great slate of NHL games today, but possibly a better slate of Wag Jacket reveals. This is your captain, Annie, speaking, your correspondent for all things fashion in the National Hockey League, and this is your daily Wag Jacket roundup. Welcome aboard. Let's start off today's video with some tea, shall we? It was revealed that the Colorado Avalanche, whose jackets we talked about yesterday, will actually have 3 looks for their playoff run. I'm on the edge of my seat for this. Sometimes we see teams do 2 different jackets, especially if they go on long playoff runs, but 3? I knew these ladies wouldn't let me down. Up next, Emily Raquel revealed these painted jeans that I am absolutely obsessed with. I love clothing that's art, and I'm a sucker for a good painted piece. A moment for the detail. Ugh. Also paired with a gorgeous matching leather jacket. Both the jacket and the pants were done by Denim Designs by LV. I'm a simple woman. I love a matching set. She killed it. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars, who opted for this stunning piece from Sports Club Atelier. I love a good fringe moment, and if any team's gonna pull it off, it's the Dallas Stars, and they nailed it. This is, in my humble opinion, the perfect green. Oh my God, this jacket. I love the mix of suede and leather throughout the jacket. I'm also obsessed with those pockets. I love the embroidery on the front. I love the small numbers. Love the team name going across the back. I love both scripts. I just really want to commend the Dallas Stars for not being afraid of color. Thank you. And to close out the day, last but certainly not least, we have the Edmonton Oilers, who obviously went with Sports Club Atelier. You think they get a discount? The more I look at this jacket, the more I love it. It is so good. The mix of the embossed script on the leather and the embroidered on the suede really give this such an elevated classic look. Leather and suede together will always hit. It's like a drunk cigarette. The signature on the collar is adorable, but how about those lapel flaps? I love the embroidered numbers on the front pocket, but I also really like how versatile this jacket is. As you saw, you can have the lapel flap if you want that look. You can button it up. It just seems like there's so many ways that you can wear this jacket. I'm normally a very anti-neutral tone person. It's probably because they all look awful on my pale skin, but I love the neutral take on the Oilers colors. The cream, the dark burnt orange, and the navy just sing together. Well done, ladies. Well done. And just as I was about to hit post, Lauren McDavid throws me a curveball. The Oilers have 2 jackets! This super
cool.
fun, sporty windbreaker for Game 2. It's giving Prada, and I love Prada. Brava! Can't make much of the script on the back, but she said it was all about the essence of the team. See, those Bruins jackets could look really good if styled correctly. And with that, your Wag Jacket roundup of the day comes to an end. Let me know your thoughts on today's reveals and who are you looking forward to seeing next.
Awesome. Annie does such a good job breaking it down. And what I love so much is the Dallas jackets, those big pockets. You don't even need a purse. The amount of stuff you could fit in those front pockets and the Oilers jackets too. So good.
Well, it's smart, too, that the Oilers have a jacket. I mean, the weather yesterday for Game 1 was really nice, but we see what happens around here. That suede jacket, leather combo would be comfortable in an Edmonton climate at, let's say, 6 degrees, but they're going to Anaheim next. They're not going to want to wear those jackets. They'd all stink.
True.
Sweating those things up, coming off the plane into that heat. Like, those little windbreakers are a pretty cool... Especially the Oilers go on lengthy playoff runs as of late, as we know. And so it just gets warmer and warmer as you go. So it's cool that they got one that's not like as heavy.
Well, Lauren Kyle often will go to Texas, and you can tell that, like, just judging by her Instagram stories, that she is going there to learn about the different kinds of fabrics and what goes with what, like the leather with the suede, heavily influenced by her traveling and just learning more about fashion.
So do you know... With the WAG jackets, I know you've been following them more than I have over the last few years. Do they sometimes introduce another jacket later in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yes. Because I remember you being like, oh, those are the new rounds WAG jackets. I wonder if any of those are ever going to end up in a Goodwill.
I would love to discover one. I doubt it, but you never know.
Some players go through hard times after. They get used to living like a millionaire. Their career gets cut short, and all of a sudden the bills catch up on them. Maybe you sell that to Plato's Closet.
There is nothing more humbling then dropping your clothes off at Plato's Closet and coming back 2 hours later and then being like, no, we don't want any of your clothes.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works there. They'll give you money for the stuff that they think is worth putting on their racks. And sometimes you go and they're like, none of this is good. And then you're like, do I have the worst fashion in the city?
They don't say it like that.
They kind of do.
They say no.
Yep.
They treat you like you're
they look you up and down,
Julia
they go,
Roberts in Pretty Woman.
Yeah. They're like, get out of
No,
here.
they don't.
Yeah.
They're so nice there.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, you're right. That is a tough thing to stomach when you get shut down.
All right, let's get into celebrity news. Thanks, everyone, for holding on, waiting for those WAG jackets. I know some of you were waiting for that. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. Celebrity news brought to you by Just Bite Me Meals, a great place to go and get pre-made meals. If you walk into their storefront, they have a full wall of fridges and freezers of stuff for you to stack up. In fact, we're going there today to film a video. They are launching a new app. Not only that, but their owner, after we stopped by and we're using more than one basket, I think they're getting carts.
Sweet.
Because people are coming in and buying so many of their meals that they're like, I need more than just a basket. So that's pretty cool. JustBiteMeMeals.com. Use sauce20 to save 20%. In celebrity news, what's happening this week? Zach Galifianakis is in the news. He revealed that he now lives on a remote island in BC, and he maybe sees 50 people ever. Like, it's very small. He won't say where it is in BC, obviously to protect his family and their privacy. But get this. This is all him like promoting because his new show comes out on Netflix as of tomorrow. He said that his neighbor was like, you look a lot like that guy from The Hangover. I don't really like that guy's work. And it's Zach Galifianakis that he's talking to. So Zach just like pretended. He's like, oh, yeah. Anyway, his new show, This Is a Gardening Show, is going to be out on Netflix as of tomorrow. So it's him, I think, on his property, just appreciating the land and growing vegetables. And
everything he's done, I've loved, except for when they made a movie about the Between Two Ferns.
Oh, I never saw that.
Yeah, there was like it wasn't like a documentary or anything. It was, well, it kind of was. It was a mockumentary. So they followed him around while he was trying to get more guests and stuff. It was a hard watch. Everything else that guy's touched, I've really enjoyed. So I'm excited for this. And it's going to get me in the mood, hopefully, to do yard work, because I haven't done a damn thing yet. At least the dog poop's drying up. Easier to pick up that way.
If you have ever watched Sweet Life of Zach and Cody or Big Daddy, which I think everyone here has seen with Adam Sandler, then you know Dylan Sprouse, former Disney Channel star and twin brother. He had a trespasser come onto his LA property and confront his Victoria's Secret model wife. And he comes through with a gun.
Tackles the guy down and
Gets
holds
him
him by gunpoint until the cops showed up.
Get this guy in a Marvel movie.
Well, yeah, I was wondering. When I read it, I was like, if I was a director looking for the next action star, he's a great actor. I mean, he's very good looking. And if he can actually tackle people and hold them by gunpoint.
This happened at 12, like in the morning, in the middle of the night. How scary is that?
Yeah. Yeah. What some people have to deal with when it comes to stalkers and stuff would be terrifying. Like if you were just sitting in your house and there was somebody that wanted to get in and you could just see them on your camera.
I don't like that.
No. She'd be letting the dogs out. That's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, my dogs would just want pets.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do anything.
Well, they'd distract the guy for a bit.
Tom Cruise is in the news because it has been confirmed we're getting a Top Gun 3. Honestly, when I went and saw Maverick, front row seats, by the way, worst seats in the house. I was like, this is going to be a terrible 2 hours. It was great. Even with the worst seats in the theater.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was so good.
And it's one of those movies where it's predictable enough that you don't get anxious. You kind of are with the storyline, but that's okay. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, it's good to watch a movie that's just like, oh, I'm just entertained. I'm not learning much. I'm not surprised. I'm not emotional.
Man, you know what's a good rewatch? I am such a sucker for Ever After. With Drew Barrymore.
Yeah. I don't really remember that, but I'm here with you.
It's a take on Cinderella.
Okay.
Evil Stepsisters.
I don't know
A Prince.
if I even watched it.
Oh my God, it's so good.
And it's one of those that you
It's
just
one of
kind of
those.
know what's coming.
It's a comfort watch, and I
Yeah.
feel like Maverick is another good example. Is Miles Teller? What's his name? Miles
That's it.
Tellier.
No, Miles Teller.
Is he gonna maybe returning?
I would assume so.
Shirtless on the beach.
Goose's son. He didn't die in Maverick, did he? I know his dad didn't make it through the first one.
No, he's still alive. I wouldn't be mad if he came back. Just saying. I wonder if we'll get any leaked audio of Tom Cruise screaming at everyone on set again. Remember that over COVID?
Yeah.
He was so pissed. This was when they were filming Mission Impossible, and he lost his mind.
You know what, though? I remember watching that, and like you see when celebrities snap, and it can be super annoying. There's other times when you're like, oh. And Tom Cruise was saying, like, listen, we're the only people that have the ability to work right now. You have to take this seriously. You have to take this.
Fair.
And it was social distancing and all that stuff. But he's like, this is the only way we're going to be able to create art is if we actually follow the rules or they're going to shut us down. So just take this seriously for now. I kind of agreed with just the entire...
He didn't have to get that mad, though.
No, he's a bit of a snap
Scary.
show.
Have you ever heard of his cake? His annual cake?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's pretty interesting.
Every single year, Tom Cruise has a list of celebrities, and he drops off this coconut cream white cake. And you have to be on the list to get it. And apparently it's the best cake these people have ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Either that or they're scared of Tom Cruise and they just say that. Anyway, I digress. That's what's happening in celebrity news. Let's get into 3 stars of anything.
Indeed, we should get into that. But I also want to let you know we're only at 59 likes on our way to 100. If we get 100, I will wear the ridiculous PK Subban Edmonton Oilers themed pants tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss this. So if you haven't hammered that like button yet, get over and do that. That's for people watching live.
I really hope that we can get to 100. Hey, if we get to 100 before the end of day too, like that, also counts.
So if you're watching later on YouTube.
And also
it's
a
not too
reminder,
late.
don't forget, after this video is posted, we want you to go back and comment your predictions on who's going to score the first goal for the next Oilers game.
So we're going to do that. Why don't we just do that on game days?
Oh.
We'll ask a different question today. I've got a good one.
You do?
Yeah, well, we're going to save it, though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Intense. All right, let's do it. 3 stars of anything.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
3 stars of anything brought to you by Lease Busters. If you're stuck in a car lease and you want out of there, Lease Busters will connect you with someone to take over with no penalties and no buyout headaches. If you want more information on this, you can check out leasebusters.com.
This is inspired by yesterday's big ol' comeback by the Edmonton Oilers. I know, I see Reese brainstorming his ideas right now, but that's why we're talking about it. I have to bring it up. And he's stolen enough off of me that I'm not stealing
You're
it.
going to screw Reese over.
I'm not mad at it. I don't mind it.
The chat's not going to be happy.
Whatever.
A sad producer equals a sad program.
So we are doing the greatest comebacks, in our opinion.
I think Reese should steal one of yours if you're stealing one of his.
And it could be any kind of comeback. It could be a sports comeback. It could be like a chirp that you said to your friend back in the day. It could be a singer making their return after you thought that they were done.
Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, I have a good one.
Is it relevant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know which one I was leading you into there. But I'm not going to wreck it for you as well.
Is it Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney having a duet on Paul McCartney's upcoming album that's out on May 29th?
No.
Oh.
It was going to be Justin Bieber at Coachella because he kind of went away for a little while.
Well,
we still saw him on socials and stuff, but like...
We're fingers crossed expecting a world tour. I don't know if Justin Bieber can pull it off.
Why?
Because he's been very open about like...
mental health?
Well, and like, yeah, he's tried to get on top of things and he'll leave the therapy seminars he's at and I just don't know if he'd commit. I would hope he would.
Right.
He seemed very happy on the stage.
You know what he should do is the same thing that... Damn, who did that? There was an artist that like announced... Oh, Dave Chappelle. How he just did those 3 comedy shows in Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver. Just, hey, doing this next week.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah, yeah. If you're someone that's really bad at committing to plans down the road.
Maybe Bieber just goes like, hey, is the stadium in Montreal open next Thursday?
I'll be there.
All right, I'm doing a show. It would sell out, so. And he could just go and watch YouTube videos. Okay, that has nothing to do with it.
Anyway, Ryder, what's your first overall pick? Favorite comebacks?
I'm going to say, and now it's a little bit tainted because he got another DUI, but Tiger at the 2019 Masters would be one of my favorite comebacks. It looked like maybe he was done winning majors, and we all kept watching anytime he was in a tournament, and then sure as shit, 2019 Masters, he runs the table and wins on the 18th hole.
That's a good first overall pick. Reese, what are you rolling with? Your favorite comebacks? And then we have a surprise guest joining us.
My favorite comeback is it's just always the next Oilers comeback. That's
All
my
right.
favorite
That's
one.
fair.
And it can happen any night.
Any night, any time, you never know what you're gonna get.
I was saying earlier on the show, that's the only bet that I won last night was betting on the Oilers comeback. All my other tickets had things that didn't happen on them. All right, Lisa, your first pick.
My first pick for favorite comebacks, when someone's being mean to you, but then there's an ugly person on the TV or in a book you're reading and you go, that's you.
Okay.
Do we all have that same memory from like school when you'd be like, haha, that's you?
Me and Jess do that to each other all the time.
Okay, that's a good one then.
Thank you.
We're off and running. My second favorite comeback is when your buddy pukes and you think he's done for the night and then he magically reappears and he ain't done yet.
The comeback.
Yeah.
The resurrection.
The unexpected comeback. Like you again.
You're back? And then everyone cheers. All right, Reese, what's your second overall pick for favorite comebacks?
My second overall pick, my favorite, I used to be like quite talkative when I play hockey. My favorite one to go to was just calling somebody irrelevant.
That would hurt my
Okay.
feelings so much.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the time, like they're not doing anything anyways. So
Right.
it's pretty obvious
Okay.
they are irrelevant.
Good one.
My second overall pick is saying your mom. I know it's mean, and we should all respect our friends' moms, but that joke's back, right?
Kind of. I don't think it's fully returned.
Let's turn Bordzy's mic on. He has things to say about 3 stars, if anything, and he's in the studio with us. You don't think your mom ever left?
No, I think it's always been a play. It's always nothing to say to it. It's still dumb, but it's still effective as
works.
much as it was back in the day, as it is now. The only reason I hopped in is you guys are talking greatest comebacks of all. Greatest comebacks.
Okay, perfect. You have things to say.
Yes.
I don't know how the New England Patriots aren't the 1-1 greatest comeback of all time, 28-3. Where were you when? Not a young Tom Brady, an old Tom Brady. Said Matt Ryan MVP. Get out of here. That was the greatest game of my life.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable.
If anybody would have bet that comeback when it was 28-3, like
They're not working
they're
today.
Bitcoin rich, like the people that invested early.
What are your thoughts on the Inflategate? Or
Deflategate.
Sorry,
Deflategate.
what are your thoughts on Deflategate?
How much can I curse right now? Just kidding. Bull spit. It is.
Really?
Yeah, it was absolute trash. It was called the Wells Report. I've done a lot of research on this myself. The Wells Report that came out, the wording was like, Tom Brady was more probable than not than he was generally aware of wrong. What the hell is that?
Right.
What does that mean? Also, I'm a Pats fan, so if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Because we've had a couple of gates. We had Spygate, we had Deflategate.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what we do.
Oh my god, I forgot about Spygate, and that was like decently recent. That was with a drone that was like overwatching.
No, that was you're thinking of the women's soccer team.
Oh shit! What's
Yeah.
your Spygate?
We did it first.
Yeah.
All right, we did it first.
Was it with a drone?
Patriots were filming the other team's sideline and like all the signals they were doing. So then like the next week they would know everything they're gonna do, and that's
You're
it.
not cheating.
We
You're
were
not
smoking.
trying.
They're the Houston Astros of
Yeah.
the NFL.
All right, let's see if Bordzy agrees with our final pick. Has everyone done a second round pick?
Yes. I'm going to go with my third favorite comeback. It was Winston Churchill, who was quite well known for his comebacks. Like, that's a true story.
Okay.
He was super chirpy. And Lady Astor said to him, Winston, if you were my husband, I'd poison your tea. This is a well-known conversation.
Okay.
To which he responded, Nancy, if I were your husband, I'd drink it. What a comeback.
Whoa.
Winston Churchill up in this motherfucker.
RKO out of nowhere.
And then she was probably like, "Yeah, your mom."
That's true. Yeah.
And you
It
got
goes way
nothing.
back.
You got nothing but like a after somebody your mom's. That's all you got.
Reese, what's your third and final pick for your favorite comebacks?
Just something simple. I'm not arguing, just explaining why you're wrong.
So you say that to somebody? Like if it
I
is...
like the confidence with it.
Yeah, but I
Being like-
I couldn't think of the last one, so this was off the cuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you could tell by our reaction there. All three of us were pretty quiet after that. Gotta mail it in there, Reese.
Oh, man, he was too busy cheering last night. We usually
Yeah.
have 3 stars prepped. Like,
Well, and I just wrote favorite comebacks, and I didn't tell him we're doing it in honor of the Oilers comeback. So his first one that he had
You
written
stole
down
it.
was last night's third period.
oh,
So, but like that's why we
My
were
first
doing
one
this.
is the next Oilers comeback.
Yeah. No, now I know you switched it up a little bit, but anyway, we're getting into the weeds. We don't need to. Lisa, your third pick.
post-breakup glow-ups. I respect it.
Yeah.
If I see it online and I know someone's like freshly divorced, or maybe it's been like 3 months and they're posting a selfie for the first time, and I'm like, whoa.
And they're just banging.
Now that's a comeback.
Got the knockers popping a bit. Yeah.
Well,
Well, no.
you knew you're picking up what I'm putting down. He's right.
We've all seen. Come
We've
on,
seen
man.
it.
They're in the gym for they kind of go dark for a little bit,
Yep.
and then a gym selfie, and you're like, oh shit.
And then their Facebook name just changes to their first name and their middle name because they're not quite sure what's going on with the last name
Their
situation
profile
yet.
picture is just the kids or the dog. And you're like, something's up.
Yeah. Or that's usually the dude. And then the girls is the
Right.
gym selfie. Yeah.
That's right. They get bangs.
We all go through it differently.
Yeah.
Let's recap our 3 favorites. We're going to give you the first vote to
Bordzy gets to choose.
So my 3 were Tiger at the 2019 Masters, When Your Buddy Pukes and You Think They're Done for the Night and They Resurface, and Winston Churchill responding to, If you were my husband, I'd poison your tea with. Nancy, if I was your husband, I'd drink it.
My top 3, your mom. That's you when you're pointing at an ugly person. And post-breakup glow-up. Reese, your top 3 answers.
The Oilers' next comeback, calling someone irrelevant, and I'm not arguing, just explaining why you're wrong.
Oh my God, is Reese going to lose?
I think
be
there's
crazy.
a chance. Well, what's your first vote?
Okay, my first vote, and it's not even close, by a landslide. Ryder.
Thank you.
What?
It's.
I had your mom.
I mean, that is a classic, but
What won you over with
Ryder
him?
even told me a story,
Fine.
a legendary tale of Winston Churchill.
That Winston
I mean,
Churchill
I'm
stuff
smarter now because of it.
this seems straight from ChatGPT.
Quote your mom, end quote, circa Winston Churchill.
Okay, listen.
X.
I'll give you another one of Winston Churchill's comebacks.
It's a sick comeback from the 1800s.
On being called drunk, he said, no, I think this might have been the same woman that said this. My dear, you were ugly, but tomorrow somebody called him drunk. I think it was that lady, Astor lady. And he said, my
Nancy.
dear, you were ugly, but tomorrow I shall be sober and you will still be ugly.
This guy sounds like a jerk.
Yeah, he was a bit of an ass.
All right, honorable mentions in the chat. Hillary Duff's comeback. Lindsay Lohan, another great comeback story.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan, that Christmas movie went pretty hard.
The classic puke and rally. Yep. And someone is talking about the New England Patriots.
Thank you.
Wow.
Honorable mention, Cavaliers down 3-1. But I hate LeBron. But we need to give him his flowers.
Yep, that was a hell of a comeback. as
Good
well.
game last night. Life was good.
Tell us about pre-gaming, post-game. Are you going to be with us at all at Greta in the next little bit? What's the plan?
There were some phone calls made this morning on my drive to work. Reese, right when I think I'm out, they pull me back in, baby. Get some of those playoff juices going again. So we'll see.
We'll
TBD.
see. Okay.
And
I think Friday would be a good one. Game 3 is Friday, and Friday
sounds
night
like we
at
have some
Greta.
mindsets here,
Yeah.
Ryder. So we will see. Unreal game. You knew that first period went so well yesterday. Me and Menzies sitting around here just looked at him and I went, this ain't staying like this. Like this is the Ducks are the comeback kids. The Oilers love to be terrible in the second period.
Yeah, they love to make us feel every emotion possible. It
Yeah.
was a little too... It was too relaxed for the first period, I said.
It went too well.
Where's the plot twist?
And everything that happened in that game, or most things that happened, especially positives for the Oilers, I didn't expect, like who scored, for example. But if you would have told me we went up to a 2-0 lead and then we ended up trailing 3-2, and then we came back late and won it, I would have said, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
That actually totally
That
lines
makes sense.
up. Yeah.
On pre-gaming, we were like, this one's going to be sloppy at points. There's going to be run and gun. And there it is. We also got Doobie, Devin Dubnyk, former NHL goaltender and host of Ask Doobie, produced by the wonderful producer Reese. He's with us pre and post every single game. And he's in the central time zone. So he's an hour even later than we are.
Wow.
And he's
pulling
doing
some
it
overtime.
at home, watching by himself. He may be coming back to Edmonton.
All right.
He came last year, and here you want some good advertising for Greta. So Doobie came for 2 games last year. The first one, he was just in Greta with us, and he was just partying and part of the shows and whatnot. The second one, he joined pre-gaming for the first bit, but then he had to go to the game to like be the alumni guy and up in the press box or whatever dealio in the suite, sorry. And then I think that game went to double overtime. After the first overtime and during overtime, Doobie was texting me like, man, I want to come down to Greta. Like, I should be at Greta. I can only imagine the vibes are unreal at Greta right now. Like, enjoyed his suite, but wanted to be with the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It then goes to the second OT, and in that intermission, Devin Dubnyk ran from Rogers Place to Greta, got there right at puck drop for the second intermission because he wanted to be with the people. That if that isn't an ad for Greta, I don't know what is.
That's incredible.
Talk about a great comeback. You could have won 3 stars anything at that story.
Now that's a story too. Storytelling king.
I was
Mr.
always saying,
Bordzy.
like, imagine you're just on the street and you're just seeing, you're like, wait a minute. Is that Devin Dubnyk in a full sprint going down? Yes, it is.
Hell
He's
yeah.
doing the splits with each run.
Yeah.
He's an
He's so
athlete.
flexible.
He's an athlete.
Were you concerned at all that we saw early season Bouchard in early playoffs?
I'm not going to say that, but I will be a realist. In like the last 5-10-ish games of the regular season, Evan Bouchard has lacked urgency, and that is sometimes when he makes mistakes like he did, the classic Bouch turnover. He lacks urgency, and the last couple games, I mean, let's say since Leon's been out, and then you added Zach Hyman on the power play, I'm always talking about how Bouch has to be the guy. He's got the Bouch bomb. Let it rip. And he seemed a little hesitant with it last night, even more so than just the D-zone turnovers. We all know, though, what he is capable of, so I'm not actually concerned.
Okay. Yeah, it was. It also felt like Anaheim's game plan was having people on him very, very quick. Like, more so than any other defenseman. They've read the book on him. He's going to make some mistakes occasionally.
Yep.
And it seemed like they were really pushing for that. So maybe as long as he's aware of that, he gets rid of it a little bit quicker and a little bit faster. I don't know.
The same thing. It's always where I have a tough spot with Bouch, where I'm like, what makes him great is the fact that he does try and make plays with the puck.
Right.
Sometimes it will bite you in the rear end, but that's live by the sword, die by the sword type thing, and I'd rather have that guy. I will say, though, the Ducks, like, the adjustments they made from first period, they really sat back, and then the second, I mean, that 20 minutes was literally so hard to watch as an Oilers fan. They were physical. They were all over Connor McDavid. Leon, well, totally understandable. It's going to take him a couple games to get back, and I think the Ducks were quite physical with the Oil Star players.
Well, it's sweet that we got the win. If it is going to take Leon a couple games to get back, if Bouchard takes another game or two to truly get into playoff zone again, if Connors can't figure out how to get through the wall of Ducks,
He kept trying.
that game could have been way more important at the end of this series than we know for it to be right now.
You know what we haven't really talked about was Ingram's game last night. There were some incredible saves in that game that if that was someone else, it would have gone in.
Yeah, he had a good game. Is he the steadiest goalie we've had?
I keep saying it. The reason we all have this weird feeling when we watch Connor Ingram is because it's called confidence. And we're new to that.
Yeah.
But you always make the argument, oh, what if the Oilers just had league average or above average goaltending? Well, here we go. Here it is right in front of you. And I don't know if you caught his post-game interviews. I think we clipped some of them on Oilersnation, Instagram, Twitter, social pages. He's electric, and he doesn't even mean to be. It's not intentional whatsoever, but he's just a very likable guy, and he makes the saves you need him to make. It was a little shaky to start the game, and we had Doobie on, so, former goalie. I always refer to his takes on things, and he was the power play goal where Chris Kreider had the flyby screen. Doobie was, hey, you need to make that save. That's one Ingram's expected to make. And then after that, he shut the door, and in the third period, made some big stops. And then I laugh because with 10 seconds left, that whole right side of that net was open.
Yeah.
And Granlund shot that right into Connor Ingram.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they asked him about, in the post game, they asked him about that situation and making that save, but he was confused and ended up referencing another one, I think, maybe. Or was it that one where he's like, yeah, he just kind of shot it into me. I love how honest he is.
Brutally honest.
Yeah.
Like, there's what you see is what you get.
Oh, here we go. Thank you, Reese. Oh, my gosh.
Great work, Connor. Great work.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he just kind of shot it right into me. Like,
oh, my gosh.
I think it was still going to miss, but... Ooh, when they play that in film, I mean, they don't even need to play that in film.
Yeah.
You thought Ekholm got a piece of that?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, good.
We'll take it.
How about Bordzy last night? We haven't even talked about him.
Bordzy.
Questionable. Yeah, I thought Pods had
he could
an
have
incredible
scored.
game. He's everything you want him to be every goddamn game.
We have a type here as Oilers fans, and that is it. And you think he's got a 2.95 extension for 3 years, kicking in the next 3 years, not even right now. It's unreal, and I was a little questionable of Kapanen getting that second line right wing spot because the last couple of games of the regular season, he's really struggled, but there's familiarity with Dry, Pods, and Kapanen, and then what do you know? Cheeks goes out and scores twice. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was a bit of a perverted game last night. Cheeks and dicks. That's who got our goals. What?
No, I made that joke on After Dark.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
You got to get the order of the way you're going to say those a little bit better. Found out the hard way.
Bordzy, when you are doing your pregame, if you're watching this right now and maybe you haven't discovered pre-gaming with Bordzy yet, over on Oilers Nation's YouTube, make sure you're liking, subscribing there. And an hour before puck drop, Bordzy is so much fun to watch. He'll get you in the mood for the game, but you also do something really cool when people want to make a bet on the game. You have the wheel of who's going to score first.
The wheel is something I've always wanted to incorporate in the show. I just didn't quite know how.
Yeah.
Wasn't there going to be a fish at some point?
What?
Yeah. So my initial goal years ago, nice, thank you, Ryder.
A fish?
I used to do it in this studio, and I wanted between me and my guest, right in the corner there where your screen is, I just wanted a fish in a fish tank, and that I could put him in, like he'd be swimming around, and I'd put Oilers and the enemy on one side, and I'd drop food in both sides.
Hilarious.
And I would let the fish pick.
And it would just live in the studio
And I just thought it'd be quite a good visual, constantly in the studio, just a fish.
That's so funny, but do you know how hard it is to clean a fish tank and how stinky they get?
Yeah.
That's the only downside.
That's what Jay Doughton told me.
Yeah, he's like, we're not getting a stinky fish
And
tank.
fair enough, so I settled for the wheel. Bobo spin it. We put every Oiler who's in the game on the wheel. The first spin is for the first goal scorer of the game, and we will responsibly sprinkle on an anytime goal scorer. We remove that person, we spin it again, and that's an anytime goal scorer. And the wheel is better than any human gambler that I've ever met. It makes no sense, responsibly, once again. And because if you hit a first goal scorer, it's like plus 3,000, plus 2,500. So if you get a couple of those, which we have, you're in the green.
And it's fun to watch you pick someone, even if I'm not rolling with you.
It's the emotional round.
When they score, I go, oh, I wonder how happy they are right now.
What's the exact timing you do? Like, it's 5 minutes before you guys are done, usually 10 minutes before?
So I'd say now we got Devin Dubnyk joining us for the final 20 minutes of pre-gaming. So 40 to the 60 hour or the 60 minute. And I wasn't sure if we were going to incorporate the wheel with Doobie. So yesterday I explained it to him, did the trial run, and he was like, yeah, I want to be here for the wheel.
Okay, so it'll be in the last 20 minutes for sure before puck drop.
Yeah.
And what was the pick last night?
It didn't hit.
Imagine if it hit Dickinson. That would have been so epic.
Yeah, I know. It was Leon was the anytime goal scorer. And the first... Why am I blanking on it?
Oh, it doesn't matter if it didn't hit.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Adam Henrique.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And maybe he would have got it.
Guess
Maybe.
what? Some injury insurance. Yeah.
It. I was kind of quietly saying to Lisa, because I don't want to like be pumped about this, but I said when Henrique went down, if there was anybody in the lineup that we have a guy that I think can replace him and do a very good job of it, it is that fourth line center position.
I did. He was halfway through the sentence and I said, no, don't keep talking.
Yeah. Because
I know what you're saying.
Szymanski's looked really good.
We're in the safe space right now. We're in the trust tree.
I still want Henrique to
I
heal
love
up.
Rico.
We
I
need our
wanted
depth.
him. There's a reason he was in for game one.
Yeah.
He's the wily veteran. He's experienced. He's good on the PK. He has Chris Knobloch's trust, which is a big thing for this team. It's a shame that he goes down. We don't really know the details. The wording last night from Knobloch, didn't like it.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm a little bit nervous about that. But the one benefit, too, we've been discussing, Curtis Lazar is out. Josh Szymanski's out of the lineup. It's a good problem to have, and I think Szymanski can easily fit in that role. He had just been playing with Kirby Doc. Damn it. Now I'm pulling the jack. Colton Doc and Trent Frederick, the two Bash Bros. They've already been a plus. They've been a positive for the Oilers, so I think he can fit in almost seamlessly.
I feel like Henrique had a 2-goal game in playoffs early in a series last year as well. So, like, yeah, you do want him in if you can get him back because he does have a bit of that gamer, like, big game
He's
mentality.
been there, done that.
But, yeah, I like Szymanski's good, and Lazar is also a very capable guy to come in and potentially play some fourth-line minutes. So, we'll see. Thankful that Dickinson was able to bounce back.
Yeah.
And then Hyman looked like that could have been a concussion.
I mean, we're the most experienced team in the NHL at playing with 11 forwards. I thought we were going down to 10. And then you saw Zach Hyman. I don't know what that was, if he was winded, if it was his head.
Solar play.
He looked so grumpy, too. Anytime that the camera went to him on the bench, I was like, he's miserable. Or he's pissed off.
He was in some discomfort, it looked like.
That was a big dude he took on in that hit.
Jackson Lacombe he's going to be a problem in the Pacific Division for years to come because he's so skilled, but that man is sneaky huge. Like, he's a big boy.
That whole team is going to be a problem in the Pacific Division. I was blown away with how capable, for how young those guys are in their first playoff game, how good they looked.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't the vets that were looking great last night. It was all those young guys that they have.
Leo Carlson, unbelievable.
Oh
Troy
my
Terry,
God, he's
who's
fast.
now like probably just middle-aged, but he had an unbelievable game as well. And I don't think like Cutter Gauthier had much of an impact as I thought he would. We'll see if that continues for the rest of the series. But hey, man, one game down, one W, 1 of 16. Let's go.
Yeah, one game
Cup
at a
ya.
time.
15 more cup
ya. Am I
Thank
good at
you
it?
For
I gotta
taking
go
some
prep
time
my
with
shot.
us.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah,
Much
appreciate
love.
it.
If you've never seen the video of Bordzy on the bar in the mic cheering on the Oilers at Greta Bar, what a vibe. Hopefully.
We might
I
see
would
it
love to see that on
live
Friday.
Another big comeback.
So make sure you have the Bordzy come back.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Get your tables now at Greta Bar.
Yes.
We'd love to see you Friday.
Book them up. All right, let's get our bets in and then get on out of here for the day.
Yep.
The first round of the NHL playoffs is the best. There's
So much to watch. And early
4
starts,
games
too.
a night.
It's the best. This segment's brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game's your game, and you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, you can bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. 19 plus, please play responsibly. Tonight, I'm going with the underdogs.
All underdogs.
Yeah, I'm not making it too big of a parlay. I'm just going with 2 games. But, I mean, we heard from Tyler earlier. You said the same thing. The odds of the Canadians winning 2 in a row when they are taking on Tampa Bay. I don't know, but also, you never know. That's the beauty of the playoffs. So I'm going with the Canadians to get it done tonight and the Bruins to beat the Sabres.
And
which
tie
is
that series up.
It's kind of a weird vibe for me to go with Bruins because I am rooting for the Sabres. Like, I truly am pumped for them. But
either way, you'll have fun.
either way, I'll have fun.
Yeah.
So putting 5 on it.
I'm going opposite on the Sabres game. I think the momentum in that crowd is just going to be bananas and too much for the Bruins. I think the Bruins are who we thought they might be at the start of the year. I'm worried that the Penguins are as well. But I feel like the Sabres are going to ride the momentum that they had. And that fan, it's going to be like Edmonton tomorrow night. It's going to be loud. It's going to be ruckus.
Yeah.
And I think they'll get it done. I've also got the Mammoth and the Avalanche winning tonight. So Avalanche to take a 2-0 series lead. Mammoth to tie it up. Sabres to take a 2-0 series lead. And big old money's on it.
Every game's your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Get in on that action with Parlay Boosts, live betting, and easy deposits and payouts. You can bet now at sportsinteraction.com/Oilersnation 19+. Please play responsibly. Did we miss anything today?
Yes. Saucer Lindsay says, what's the question for the YouTube comments? And I don't remember what my question was.
I got it.
Okay.
We need a new bet for 3 stars of anything. We have not come up with the next bet.
So what should our
our bet be?
wager be?
Our
for
wager, sorry. We don't have one. And you guys came up with the hot wing challenge, and we got that done. So what do you want next?
I think the potential of the loser has to pretend that they're a celebrity streamer.
So funny.
And go
oh my God,
walking
imagine
around.
Reese.
It would be
With
so
security
embarrassing
guards.
for you.
No, it wouldn't be embarrassing. He'd be wearing the glasses. No one would be able to really see who it is. It'd be hilarious. Anyway, so that's one option.
That's
but
one option.
we want to hear, it could be ridiculous. It could be simple. It can be wholesome. It can be painful for one of us. We can do it all.
And this is for if you're catching the show later and not live, because we do facilitate to the live YouTube chat quite a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas, this is for anybody checking out the show later. Just get it in. Give us your answers.
Underneath today's YouTube video. Or on Spotify. I think there's an option for you to comment on Spotify.
Yeah, I believe there is.
So wherever.
And Lisa's impersonator, the guy stopped getting back to me. We still got to go back to the drawing board on
Was
that.
it the Terminator?
Yes.
Oh, he'll be back.
No. That's if it is a Terminator, that's all I'm going to make him say. And then he'll just keep leaving. And then I won't have to actually hang out with this stranger. My goodness. Stay saucy. Make sure you're liking that video today, because if we hit 100, Ryder will wear my crazy pants that I don't even wear out in public.
Yeah, better get those
they're
likes in.
Cringy.
What are we at? 76.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
It's doable, though, possibly. I'll pack them just in case.
Sure.
Stay
Okay.
saucy.
Bye.
So, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilers Nation YouTube channel.
Freaking nailed it.